We'll go live now that Steve walked away. That way they won't cough all over us.
Right.
Doink. Whoops, we're live.
Yay.
Hey everybody. It's Friday. And look at that. Everybody remembered to go silent in the thing. Wow.
It's amazing.
Now that's a friggin' first.
Right on.
Now that's a first. So I hope everybody's week was good. I hope nobody was driving under a bridge. What an eventful week in the news, huh? You got kids walking out of school. You got bridges collapsing on people. I mean, holy shit.
Soldiers dying.
Soldiers dying. Trump being silly. I'd say again, but that would mean that he actually stopped at one point. But all right, so usual suspects in here tonight. I obviously do have more invites out there. I'm actually waiting on text from one WCW. Whoops. My computer can keep up with the server, buddy. Okay. Give me one sec, people.
It's all good, brother. Do your thing.
Yeah, just be happy you got internet back, by golly.
I am.
Right. Lights and heat and refrigeration and all that good stuff.
It was cool. I'll get to the rundown in a minute. So, like I said, I hope everybody's week was cool, and I'll get into what I want to in a second. But all right, so let's see. Who the hell? Where's the button? Jesus Christ! What's this button do?
Yeah.
Doink. It's over.
I know. I'm trying to go back up to the top of the thing.
Well, as I recall, there was a mighty sweet lady was the very first one in here tonight.
Well, she's sweet, but she's also I don't know. She's got some daggers going on. Anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. The other beautiful Sandy's Passion back in the top slot first. Stumps, of course, in here with us. Stalkers TV obviously is in here with us. Stevie B, anytime you want on this chat, right? Just say, Mikey, send me a link. All right, you have a what do you call it? You have an open invite. STL Tony, how the hell you been? Great to see you, and thank you for coming in. And right after STL Tony, Stalker Steve says, "Hey STL," and then I said, "Hey Tony," and then all of a sudden, this young lady, Sandy's Passions, TM, right? Anybody ever notice a TM up there, by the way? Anyways, Tony, 3 exclamation points, 4 hearts.
What?
So I got a question. Anybody else ever get a heart? Because I never got a heart. And I'm feeling a little bit jealous. But okay. Love you anyway, sweetie. Big Dog Leather, how are you, my friend? I'll get to that in a minute, too. Driver of all, welcome back, my friend.
Nice.
Damn right.
If you want to chat with us, you know what to do. Just say, Mikey. All right. Great to see you, pal. Miss Shalisa Shell, who I understand is at home this weekend. Just kidding. I'll probably get beat up for that one. County Line Logging. How the hell are you? Great to see you. Ronnie Brown. As usual, Ronnie, great to see you. G Trapper. 39 Camper. Daryl, you made it, bro. Before you went to bed. Thanks for coming by.
Right on. It's a rock solid dude right there.
Oh, he's great people, great people. Vborg 001. How are you, my friend? Oh, G Trap. Every time I see G Trapper Sam, I'm just like, gotta go. I mean, gotta go to out west. Okay, couple of things I wanna. I already got Sandy. She'll yell at me later. That's okay. What else did I want to get to, Stump?
I'm not even sure, bro. Thought you had a list and such.
Oh,
Schools.
in case you weren't able to see my video, okay? Because I know people are busy, and I get all that. Trust me. I got a present in the mail the other day from one Big Dog Leather.
Beautiful work. Absolutely beautiful work.
I love it. God, I love it. Came out awesome, and I love it.
Oh.
So thanks again, Big Dog. Mike, you guys are great, but the hearts are only for Tony. Wow. Well.
Oh, I think you officially know where you stand now, Mikey.
Yep.
Second place. Well, I mean, if you're second, at least you're the first place loser, right? That don't really sound.
Let me ask you
at
a
all,
question.
does it?
Let me ask you a question.
All right.
When you go to a wedding, right?
Yeah.
Do people remember the bride or the maid of honor?
Depends on how ugly the maid of honor's dress is.
You know what I'm saying here?
Right. You
know what I mean.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So what are you guys up to? What do you, Steve? Steve, you seem not to look like you Bird dog. Oh, yeah, bird dog. Jesus Christ. Big dog. That was fucking. It's all good, bro. I know what you meant. I know Stevie's under the weather, which he isn't too happy about.
Big time.
Well, I hope you feel better soon.
I'll tell you what, the next time my meth dealer goes out of town, you better call me.
Maybe you can take a trip or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll keep my finger on the mute button in case I have a coughing fit. Just now starting to feel like a normal cold some kind of whacked out flu.
That sucks. Hope you feel better.
Mike, you have to read Big Dog's comment
I did.
Out loud. No, the new one.
Shit in the video you called me Big Log. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't call him Big Log in the video.
You called him Big Log, and like you said, now you called him Big Bird Dog.
I did not call him a Big Log in the video.
Out of the 9, 10, 12
Go back and watch it. I did not call him.
Out of the 9, 10, 12 times you said his name, one of them, you called him Log instead
of
Dog.
I did not. I probably just stumbled or something. Get the out of here. See, if I called him Big Log, I would have had to call him Stump, because isn't a Stump a Big Log?
Now that's a relationship.
Yep. I know we get a Big Log and a Stump on the.
Damn.
That would be his other channel.
Well.
That one cost you money to watch, though, by God.
Mr. Preppin' to Endure has made it. Good to see you, Preppin'. By the way, you're late. Usually you've been like the top 3 people. You come to the bottom of the list, man. I don't know about you. You're slipping. You make Stump look like a little fella. I don't know. So anywho,
Lisa caught onto the name. Now she's going to make a video. Speaking of Shalisa videos, did you see the video she put up of our Friday night Quagmire Stump and Stalker
No, not yet.
Pretty
No,
good video, man.
I gotta check it out. It's been long days every day this week. Well, the days I work, I miss Monday, but I'll have to check that out tonight or tomorrow morning or something.
Yeah.
But wow, Fuzzy's even said it too. Hey, Fuzzy, welcome to the chat. I gotta get it back on his things too. All right, so what are you telling me? I have to watch.
We got that big old troll attack Friday
Shalice's?
night when
Okay.
I Quagmire, and she
Yep.
put that shit all out there on video. They're
Oh, that's right. That's
everything.
right. She did a great job with that. Shalisa
Yep.
did. And then you said she did a video, so I'll have to check up on that one.
Yep.
I'll do that, and I got to check up Fuzz. Fuzz, I've been watching your videos. And here's the thing that sucks, right? Is that I watch them on my TV, right? And I can't comment on the fucking thing. It sucks. No, Fuzz, I just walked through my door. I just walked through my door, and my room here hasn't heated up yet because I'm in the basement. So that's why I'm still dressed. I still got my bibs on. Actually, I can probably take those off, right? Well, tops anyways, because you guys don't want to see. Well, I got pants on underneath. I don't want the girls getting all excited. You know. Well, Sandy won't get excited. I'm just a nice guy in her eyes, but Tony's he's got all the hots.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Ow. It's got to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of stings. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm sure there's a lot that I missed in that little verbal exchange, because I swear to God, I heard like little bits and pieces, and all I heard was Mikey talking about removing clothing, and then Mikey saying something about, yeah, that would suck. Is this like self-admission that you know how bad you look nowadays or something? I mean,
no, you're just being mean again.
A little bit. But not totally. I mean, you got Daryl out here, 39 camper. I just told him straight up truth. The dude's a fucking rock star. Dude's awesome as hell.
Suppose it is still winter, damn it.
Nah, it was in the 60s here today.
Shit, we dropped down to the 20s.
60s.
Everything froze up again.
No, we hit the 60s. Business is back up and running. The ground stalled. People are getting the big drill rigs running again. The pipelines and tankers are all starting to move again real good. We're fixed to be running wide ass the fuck open again.
Nice.
I love it.
Big trucks.
It's 30 degrees here right now, but I don't know how to do Swamp Donkey, Knife Techs. Gentlemen, how are we doing? Thank you for coming. I don't know how you do wind chill factor. The wind's blowing about 20 miles an hour out there.
That'll drop her about 10 degrees.
Yeah.
Then it's like 10 outside right now.
Right.
It's freaking cold for March, and ain't getting any warmer. Without the wind, it's supposed to be like 9 tomorrow night and Sunday night. And then one of you people, I don't know if it's you Southerners or you Westerners, are sending me like another 8-9 inches of snow on Tuesday into Wednesday. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't blame us. We're already running the damn AC down here. And Steve, we should probably, not you, Steve, this Steve B. We should probably start picking the first ones here in about 2 weeks.
You're an ass.
Great big, huge motherfuckers the size of a softball.
Driver says it's 73 degrees down there right now, and he's got the doors open. Driver.
Hell yeah.
V-Boy's got 62.
17. Fuck, that is cold.
Oh, really, Sandy? Sucks for me, huh, young lady? Okay. It sucks for me. We're in the mid-60s. You know what I hope, Sandy? I hope you guys get like 6 inches of fucking snow. How's that sound? Ah.
Yeah, but Mikey, down south, like it's 6 inches of snow in this weather, shit'll be gone before it hits the ground.
I don't care. Atomic Bulls, how are you? Great to see you. Thanks for coming. I've been sub to Atomic Bulls for, I don't know, ever in a week. forever and a week.
Yeah, but Jeff, you're up there in fucking Canadian shit. That's that weird ass metric Celsius shit, right? Or is that like real American Fahrenheit you're measuring in there? Because like minus 25 Celsius is what, like 80 outside for Fahrenheit?
Damn close.
No shit, right?
That's what they act like.
No shit.
It's a balmy minus 25 today.
Yeah. Motherfuckers walking around in flip flops and a G string. Like, what the fuck?
They pull off about 4 layers and they're good to go.
Yeah.
So if it's
Oh, Sandy.
did she just pick? All right. So if it's 20 degrees Fahrenheit here, like it was 20 degrees Fahrenheit, is -6 Celsius.
Okay.
What did he say it was at?
Minus
3.
20.
-1.
No, hang on. Let me roll back.
3.
-3. Let me see here, folks. I don't know. So it says it's -3.
0 degrees Celsius is 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
-3 Fahrenheit is -19 Celsius. What?
I said 0 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yes, I know that. Who doesn't know that? We all pass friggin' science.
Damn backwards then.
What are you fucking smoking hash?
He's -3 right now.
You're fucking minus. You're minus.
Shit's fucking
Hang on a
hilarious.
second. Jesus Christ.
Otherwise, 3 beers short of a 6-pack.
-3.
Oh my
Convert.
fucking God.
Okay, -3 degrees Celsius is 26.6 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. Damn.
Oh, damn.
Now, Shalisha just gave me the D.
What did Sandy's passion just tell me to hush for? Anybody?
Whining about the cold.
No, I think because I told her I hope she gets like 6 inches of snow. And I hope your spring is nice and short. How do you like them apples?
Funny you pick apples. That's something we have down here in the South for, yeah.
We have
About-
apples up here. You
Yeah,
nitwit.
but ours are like walk out in the yard and pick them, not go to the grocery store and
Walking
buy
out in the
some
yard,
that
yeah.
we picked.
You suck too. Balls.
Steve, you really need to rework that comment because it just brings so many fucked up questions to mind.
And your point is?
That sentence leads everybody to believe that Miss Shalisa may have some parts we're not expecting.
Whoa. Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
I'm trying to, but he's making it really difficult to do such.
You bumped me up to a B- now.
Mike, you'll be getting more snow and cold soon. I don't care. I can dress for it. You people can't. And we can still go to school and drive and do everything else in the snow. You people shut your whole state down. You people. Southerners. You got your gator on both. Yeah, Bulls, you're right. Celsius is
A lot of folks down here shut down, yeah, but who do you think delivers the salt and they put on the roads?
Shush. Tommy, how are you? Great to see you, my friend. Better known as I'm a redneck cockerham.
Oh, hell, I didn't see him show up in here.
HRM weapons.
Man. Holy shit.
HRM weapons. How are you, my friend?
What's up, brother Cockerham?
Plus T Fork says, I wonder how many kids. This fucking thing wasn't going so fast. I could read this comment. I wonder how many kids would have protested the gun control thing if they had to do it after school hours.
Ah,
Well, now see, herein lies a whole nother topic. The kids here, where my son goes to school at, they had to participate. There was no choice, no option, no opinion. They were told to participate or face temporary suspension.
Participate in what?
The
That's
walkout.
that's called communism.
Yeah, it's called fucking bullshit. So
So you're telling
me
me?
and the authoritative figures at said school have been on the phone with each other, and I'm currently, well, basically they told me I don't need to come to that schoolhouse anytime soon.
Well, I don't understand one thing is why a school would usually schools don't back walkouts. That's odd.
That's just the way shit is now, Mike. Everything's fucking twisted, fucked up, and backwards.
Yeah. Those are the people teaching our kids.
There is somebody. One of the girls from work was reading on Facebook today that I forget what school it was at. They said instead of walking out, I want you to write a note to 7 people so you don't have to be an adult. And leave it on their lockers. And don't write nothing mean.
Yep.
And then he took pictures of all the lockers, all over, post-its all over it. Here's the thing. I was in high school once just like everybody else. They don't have a clue.
No.
This is why walkouts I don't agree with. You're in a university, go right ahead.
Right. Plus, you tell me a high schooler that don't like a free skip day.
Exactly. Good night, beautiful. Enjoy your evening.
Yep. Have fun at Lowe's tomorrow, Miss Sandy.
Yep.
Fetch your
Buy some
flowers.
nice pretty flowers.
Yep.
Excuse me. Ooh, good taco.
I can't
thanks.
make this shit too easy.
Bringing up a vote on it. You get up to 29 degrees here today, but by 7 p.m. the bottom drop out. Right on.
Yeah, I seen one school somewhat participating in the walkout. There was 3 grown-ups, I think 4 grown-ups, and 3.
Yep. Where did Brother Darrell go? Brother Darrell, I sent you a link to the YouTube message box, buddy. Look in your what do you call it? Spam. Schools are encouraging, Atomic Bull says schools are encouraging kids to protest for the limitation of their constitutional human rights.
Right.
Okay.
Wasn't that
Thank you.
The learning grain?
Well, I don't have a problem with that. I don't. Schools are encouraging the kids to protest for the limitation on their constitutional rights. But I just want somebody to let the students know why they're protesting. Frankie,
Exactly.
Good to see you.
There was a massive volume of students at our local school here. Honest to God, they had no clue what the fuck they were even protesting. All they knew was they were going to walk outside for a little bit, which later turned into not even walking outside, walking into the gym for several minutes of silence, which didn't happen either. Everybody's running around acting like a bunch of, messed up fucking retards,
I don't know.
It's a fucked up thing. And what's going on, Frank?
I just between that friggin' Trump firing the friggin' Secretary of State, SKS Hugo, how the hell are you? No protest from the kids for the 2013 Obama Promise Agreement that was in place in Parkland, right? Because if they protested Obama, okay, they would have been called racist.
Yeah.
And that's my point. Atomic made my point for me. When I was in school, I think we walked out junior high, 8th grade. I don't know. I spent 3 years in 8th grade. Well, 2 years in 8th, 3 years of junior high, 8th grade twice. But because they wanted to take a lot of the stuff away from us out of the school, like sports and like we had Italian class and French class and Spanish. So they were gonna do away with a lot of classes, a lot of shop classes, because they were gonna cut a ton of shit.
Right.
And I remember we walked out because we didn't want none of that shit gone. I didn't take French, but I still wanted the people that did be able to take it. I don't know. I feel actually bad for the kids today. I really do. Really, really, really do. Craig Dweller, welcome, my friend. Great to see you. Enjoying the cold weather here in our beautiful state, are you? But it's just, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Who's banging?
Me.
Yeah, you wish. But who's?
Boo-hoo.
I just,
I forgot what I was going to say now.
I don't know. Who knows sucking it? Or is that you on the thing?
No, yeah. What's up, best guess?
I don't know. Yeah, me too, bro. Hey, I'm going up to see WCW tomorrow, Craig.
Not going ice fishing, I hope.
We might. We might. There's like 3 inches up there somewhere. We'll do it. 5 foot of water, though. I ain't going over my head, I'll tell you that. In 8th grade shop class, I tooled leather, made tools, and mahogany body, bass guitar bodies. Exactly. What are they doing now? And besides, now you have to go to the tech school to do all that. You can't go to your regular high school and do shop.
Right.
That
stuff was we were required to take 10 weeks of different kinds of shops and and stuff like that when I was in junior high.
Yeah.
It was part of life.
When I was at junior high, we had carpentry, metal fab. What else? I think that was it. Carpentry, metal fab. We built sheds for teachers and carpentry. Made every kind of box known to me. We used to make Chinese styles like they're going out of style. But
and extra sharp letter openers.
I made bird houses and napkin holders in junior high. That's cool, Shalisa. They just don't seem to teach trades anymore. That's what I'm saying. Why do you have to go to a tech school to do a trade? Why can't you at least get a little bit of a trade at your local high school? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, here we have your regular schooling, whatever you want to call it, high school.
Yep.
And then for half a day, you have the option of going to, we call it vocational school.
Voc. That's what we call it too. Yeah, we call it Voc too.
I mean, hell, when I was there, I took machine tool and die. We had guys in wood shop, fucking auto mechanics, body work, welding. I mean,
Yeah, it was all of it.
any physical, get out there, break a sweat, and do something real for a fucking living trade. That was a fucking class for it that you went to every damn day.
Yep.
When
That's how my daughter got her start as to becoming a chef. Was here
Right on.
fancy they call it OTEC.
Yep.
when I am too prepping 2 years, I went to the Voc and then I went to a regular high school.
Well, it seems me and Michelle have something else in common.
Because, see, here's the thing, right? When I went, you had diesel mechanics, small engine repair, auto body, automotive, carpentry, plumbing, electrical, masonry, HVAC, business technology, which is now computers and all that bullshit. You know, doing accounting shit and all that bullshit. You know, culinary arts, graphic arts. What was the other one? Health for girls and guys that want to be nurses and doctors and all that bullshit. There was a ton of shit you could take. Welding, they did a lot of that in like what do you call it, shop? Not machine shop.
Shop.
No, they did it. They did it to be like if you wanted to be a like we call them up here. We call them a handyman, and they do like a jack of all trades type thing.
Like a journeyman.
Yeah. Well, they'll do like. So one shop is what the hell's the name of the shop? But it taught you how to weld. It taught you how to replace a window because they didn't do all that stuff in carpentry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Taught you how to putty a window and all that stuff.
Life skills.
Yeah.
I mean, that's homeowner shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just being a dude type shit.
Light plumbing with sinks and stuff. No, nothing heavy. You know, you had to take plumbing to get the heavy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's face it. By the time you're second year in high school, you yourself pretty much know if you're going to be a brainiac or a ditch digger. They need to offer you a way to at least make top dollar as a ditch digger. Well, that's what I am, and I'm damn proud of it. Or, you know, often do the brainiac stuff, computers, whatever, nursing.
Yeah.
I mean, they need to give, you know, at least to make you good at it. Because now we're, our unskilled, so to speak, labor is truly unskilled. Yep. They're not getting a leg up.
Prep and doing door hit the nail on the head. Maintenance mechanics. That was the name of the shop.
Right on.
But they don't, I don't know. They just don't. I have all my sisters, my oldest sister, her 4 children, every one of them went to the Voc. And all but one, because my nephew, he's just lost in space. But all but one went to college.
Well, they should have a gamer class then.
I had one, my oldest niece of hers, her oldest daughter, went to up here in Vermont. What the hell's the name of the friggin' school? It used to be a cadet. It used to be for cadets. Norwich Academy. Very, very nice school. And now she's an engineer, building friggin' bridges and shit, making friggin' 80 grand a year, right out of fucking college. So,
right,
you know, this is good. Now you can practice on paying all your college tuition. You know, but I don't know. It's different. I don't know. You know, like when I was a kid, I wanted to be outside playing, or I wanted to be outside playing sports, or I wanted to be outside with my dad. If my dad was changing his tire, I actually didn't have a choice when my dad was changing his tire. You know what I mean? He was changing his tire. I was beside him.
Yep.
You know, there was no choice. You know, and whatever he was doing, Spock was back in the day when you could work on your own freaking car. You know?
Yeah. That's life skills.
Guys, give me 1 minute. Good. You guys talk amongst yourselves a bit.
All right. Well, Mikey's going to break camp and leave us to talk amongst ourselves here for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have no clue who this semi-furry fella is that just showed up, I present to you none other than Daryl, 39 Camper, a fucking rock star.
Rock star, man.
See you, driver. And you just cut out for some reason.
Yep.
Who, me or Stump?
You.
Me? Yeah. Maybe my internet's not that good.
Now you're clear as a bell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. How's everybody tonight?
Awesome.
Outstanding. And Jeff, specify pistol, rifle, or shotgun, or sword.
Uh-oh.
Busted.
Uh-huh. You got caught. Hello, lady.
Slap him in the back of the head. He'll get a reputation. I love that woman.
Damn right.
She wanted to hit my cigarette because we only smoke certain places of the house. So.
Oh, right.
Ah.
Yeah, that's it. You know, she didn't want to see any of us. She just wanted to hit my cigarette a couple times.
Aw.
Well, at least you got a peck on the cheek at a deal. I mean, you can't complain about that.
So, Stump, how are you doing? I know you've been going through some shit, man. I've been following you. So, you doing any better?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, things are back to normal, chugging on along. Cut those out tomorrow night, and then my life will be back to being better.
Were you just going to whack him with your machete again?
No, dipshit. I've got a full line of surgical tools here. I don't have an autoclave, but I do have a fucking denatured alcohol bath that everything stays in a pressure cooker for about 2 hours before I use it. Even though I'm a dumbass redneck, I'm not a retarded ass fucking redneck.
Pressure cooker with denatured alcohol?
Very, very low temp. 3 atmospheres. That's all you want.
Under candlelight?
No.
I just throw that shit in some alcohol and be done with it.
Damn it.
I figure if just straight alcohol's good, you know, an old pressure cooker with a somewhat leaky ring, gasket, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
You know,
as long as I can bring that fucker up to 3 PSI, that's all I really worry about.
I seen the pictures on Instagram, but I don't think I followed out how you did it.
Okay.
Could you explain to everybody here how that happened?
Just show him and watch his facial expression.
Yeah. We've all met this thing, right?
Oh,
yeah. Kershaw, Kemp, 14. Well, when you're cutting brush, okay, you're kind of swinging like so. But when you swing like so and you've got a handful of brush that you're holding and you slip and you realize you about fucked up, when you do this and you try to stop, this sumbitch weighs so much out here that it will still go dip. And when it dips in, because I'm a retarded fucking redneck that keeps everything stupid fucking sharp, just tapping your finger like that is enough to get all the way to the bone without actually nicking the bone and leaving you with 8 sutures in your fucking pointing finger.
You're lucky you didn't break the finger bone.
Yeah, no shit.
That's a lot different story.
For Christ's sake, stop. You got a couple of butterfly stitches. Knock it off, you pussy. Daryl, how the hell you been?
I'm not the one asking about it, so fucking...
Daryl, how the hell you been?
I've been pretty good, man. I was asking Stump. I mean, I saw his pictures on Instagram and stuff. And
yeah, he did a good job on it, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Yep. Better him than me.
If I was down there, he wouldn't even had to go to the ER. I just stitched that shit up for him.
See, there you go.
Put hot steel to it.
To be honest with you, I mean, y'all know the reasons why. I mean, I've got suture sets and all of my first aid kits here at the house, you know, the big bag. But I've yet to figure out how to use needle drivers with just one hand. It's not the simplest thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
J. Greg Campbell.
Anywhere else on your body, you're good to go. Yep. What's up there, Mr. G19?
Mr. J. Greg Campbell, how you been? Good to see you. Do me a favor, Daryl. Write something out in the type something out in the comment section so people that don't know you can know you.
I'm trying to, the last chat that I was on was with you guys, and I'm trying to like bring up the external. So just give me a few minutes and
yeah, no problem.
Buzz.
Figure this out.
Yeah, I'm kind of laughing what Buzz is saying there, and Swamp Donkey's right. And yeah, Daryl, as far as a thing you left the other day about hunting barn barrels, I wish you were here, or if it wasn't so damn expensive, just ship a fucking barrel. I think we've got about 60 of them at the shop right now. All fucking steel barrels with locking lids.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that commented on that, and there's a lot of people that got pissed off at me on one of my videos. So
why?
What?
Yeah, well,
what? Not the beer stump video, I hope.
No, not the beer stump video. It wasn't it was a YouTube video, and there was some comments I made. And anybody that knows me knows that sometimes I can be full of a lot of fucking shit, man. I'm talking full of a lot of shit. So I posted some stuff on Facebook, just full of shit, just to get the, if you don't stir the pot, the bottom's gonna burn.
Exactly.
You stirred the fuck out of it too.
I did too.
So let me get this straight. You whacked a friggin' hornet's nest.
Yeah, I whacked out. I did a video and I made some comments about how everybody needs to get rid of their full semi-automatic weapons.
Yep.
That it was killing people. And then it got into my groups, my hunting groups, and then I just went with it. I must have been having a couple of beers, but I just went with it. I'm like, you're killing these innocent fish and these deers, and I just had a night with it, and the whole the world fucking blew up. That's what happened. It's
awesome.
That's funny.
Yeah, but everybody that knows me knows it's a bunch of fucking bullshit, man. I mean, once in a while you have to have fun with stuff. I mean, there's so much of this media stuff that I can intake without having to be like, I gotta have fun with something,
Right.
I'm sitting talking to my kid, and he's got a video up, and I'm not sure of the video that it was, but it was one of these. It was that black guy that talked about how history misinterpreted Hitler to people. You know the guy that I'm talking about? Rubicon, or what's it? Rubicon, or I don't know what his name was. I don't know what his name was, but he was like preaching that the Jews and all this other stuff, and that Hitler. Anyways, I had a talk with my son, and I made him watch a video, and I said, "There's a lot of these people that claim that they're messiahs of stuff, and what they do is they're manipulators."
Farrakhan.
I said, "I want you to watch this video," and this video was about Jim Jones, or James. It was either Jim or James Jones. You guys remember that?
That the Kool-Aid dude?
The Kool-Aid dude that took like people down to South America and built this big Jamestown. James Jones, that's who it was. And then the reporters and a senator come down there. They ended up killing them, and then they ended up making people.
Oh, the Jamestown Massacre.
Yeah. I made him watch that, and I'm like, this is what people can do to your brain if you don't know what the hell's going on. And because they're always like, Dad, why you always listen to the news? Why are you always doing this? Because I want to know what's going on. And I'm not going to be a
Big Dog says Jonesburg.
Hey, Inside Freedom. I'm sorry I missed you on the shout outs. I got you now, though, brother. No, they don't. You're right, Daryl. They should know. We had our own here. I call it Waco, but you know, people get mad at me too. You know, some people get mad at me, and some people agree with me 100%. And some people, you know, well, you might be right, but you might be wrong type deal. But you know, till this day, I think I was 18 years old when Waco hit, or 19, or whatever the hell it was. What was that? 87, right? 80. What year was Waco?
Yeah.
87, 86, 87, whatever the hell it was. I don't know.
They just had a big series on TV about it.
Yeah, but that didn't have to happen.
No.
You know.
No. And there was a lot of stuff. There was not Ruby Ridge, but the other one where it was linked to the Bundy thing, but it wasn't the Bundy person. It was somebody else that they shot. But it was linked to the Bundy thing.
Yeah, then you get people out there that think the Bundy thing was wrong. And I'm like, listen, if there's, you know, but people today are just, let's go with the flow, don't go against it unless it's something major. Well, Bundy's Ranch was something major. Janet Reno, yep. Well, I'm sorry. Thank you, thank you, you big lug. Waco was 1993.
But here's the thing. If people are going to stand up to the Constitution, whether it may be in their area of the world or the United States, you know, whether it's the East Coast or West Coast or Central, you know, if they're going to stand up and then the FBI is going to come in there and just like, what's the sense in the Constitution, you know?
Right.
If no federal person is going to step up and say, look, this is their constitutional right, back down. They're not being aggressive. They're not, you know, doing, you know, harming people, back down. The FBI, the CIA, the ATF, they should not even be doing that. If somebody legitimately says, look, I'm doing this, this is my constitutional right, and everything is legit, why do the government have to come in there and make these camps? And it makes it look like the Constitution doesn't.
Well, somebody said no to the government, and the government didn't like it. Got their nose rubbed in it, so they had to make a stand.
Big Dog Leather says Ruby Ridge was bullshit. Randy Weaver just wanted to be left alone. Yep. And Insight says, nope, the government will make it out to look like terrorists.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that sucks because, like, and that's one of the reasons why, if you notice, like, especially up here in the Northeast, as far as I know, in Massachusetts, I can't live a subsistence lifestyle.
What's that mean?
I mean, what do you call it, lifestyle?
Off the grid?
Yeah. I can't live off the grid in Massachusetts. They call that homelessness. There's only a few, I think there's only 3 counties in the state of Maine that allow it.
Some states are outlawing alternative, like solar power and stuff now.
Yeah, it's getting so it's getting so, you know, and if you're able to do it, right? And people think when you say you're living off grid, right? They all think that you don't like, what's his name there, the Unabomber. What the fuck was his first name?
Una?
Yeah, right.
And his last name was Bomber. No, I know.
But listen, he still had he lived off grid, but
he was one of the Wasn't he one of the protesters at Waco?
No,
Ooh, that's
he was.
interesting.
Or who was that?
No, yes. Was he a protester?
Unabomber
He
was
wrote
one of the
something about Waco.
protesters at
Yeah.
Waco.
Yes. And he also, Ted Kaczynski. Thank you. He lived off grid, but he also had contact with the outside world. Okay.
Yeah.
So just because you live off grid doesn't mean you're going to go in the woods. You're going to go buy a, whatever. Of course, you still have to have contact with the outside world. You still have to pay your taxes. So you have to go in town and pay taxes. So you're going to have it drives me bananas. And God forbid, let's say, because I have a large family, right? I mean, I'm one of 6. And each one of us, with the exception of one, has more than 3 kids. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not even doing cousins and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying that I have? But let's just say my brothers and sisters and I and our children wanted to go live, I hit the friggin' lottery. We want to go live in friggin' Maine or New Hampshire somewhere on, 500-600 acres of land. You can bet your bottom friggin' dollar that the government's going to hear about it.
Oh yeah.
And that's wrong.
If they hear that you're not freaking, got cable, internet, all this other stuff, they're
going to whack you.
I think Big Dog Leather's kind of shooting for Gear's job out there. He's coming up with some good info.
What do you say?
Well, just all the answers. Kaczynski.
No, it's. Look at. It's like Daryl just hit the nail on the head. If you're different socially, you're an outcast. If you're different socially and you own guns, you're a fucking terrorist, and it's not fair.
Right.
That's just my opinion. I can be all wrong about it. Truth Breeze, how the hell you been? Great to see you. All MSM wide covered events have been part of the game public outcry program to get folks to agree to the plans, liberty squashing plans. Yeah, pretty much. There he is. He heard his name, so he had to type something. The Quagmire historian himself, Gear Griden 19. How you been, my brother? I know, right? Truth, we are all mucky terrorists. It's just, all right. I want to know why it's okay to be anything you want to be. You can be a girl and a guy at the same time. You can be gay. You can be lesbian. You can be this. You can be that. Right? I can have orange hair on one side and purple on the other. I can wear anything. I can be as eccentric as I want to be. Right? And people aren't supposed to poke fun. People aren't supposed to say anything and da, right? And I'm not supposed to be looked down on. I'm not supposed to be looked down on. I'm supposed to be treated equally. Why am I treated equally if I want to go live in the friggin' woods?
No shit.
Or, for that matter, you don't have to be in the woods. Okay? Why can't I do that here? Or like if I had my own home, right? Why do I have to have cable? Why do I have to have? You know what I'm saying here? I don't know. I hope I said it right, but it's just nuts.
Yeah. So you're putting money into the government is why you have to be on the grid.
I would love nothing better to live off grid. Excuse me. I am too insight 100%. I just I don't know. You know, I mean, I don't sit here and put people down for their beliefs that the Earth's still flat, and that we didn't land on the moon, and that the Holocaust didn't happen, and what else? Name something. I don't do that. All right. Everybody has their right to their own. Yeah, you're right, HRM. The entire conception of the Florida Bridge was flawed from the beginning. And another public story was about the crazy college kid engineer and the plan being rejected and reviewed too many times. And the engineer told him 2 or 3 days prior about the problems with that bridge. Now I just read that report tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, the engineer on that bridge 2 days prior told him that bridge was fucked. I don't know. It's mind-boggling to say the least.
And I take it nobody listened to him.
No, the bridge fell. The bridge fell, didn't it?
I don't know. I'm not caught up on the news.
All right, so this bridge down Florida, let go, killed. How many people did it kill?
Decent many, I thought. I don't remember exact numbers, but
vehicle bridge or pedestrian bridge?
It was vehicular, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it, Mike?
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny's saying it got 6. How the fuck you doing there, Johnny?
Mr. Johnny Mastrodam's done. Good evening, my friend. So 6 people died from this bridge collapsing.
Damn it.
And it could have been prevented.
And it was pedestrian. To hell. I'm wrong all the way around this motherfucker.
Either way, pedestrian or not, it still could have been prevented.
Oh, yeah.
They have.
So this time, are they going to blame the people who didn't prevent it, or are they going to blame the bridge for killing those people?
I don't know. All I know is that every once in a while, because, you know, you guys know I drive for a living. So every once in a while, it doesn't really matter what state it's in, I'll see an engineer in his pickup truck. Actually, usually there's 2 of them. And one guy's taking pictures, one guy's taking notes. And
uh-oh.
No, but I'm just saying, it's just, but they're keeping up with it. You know what I mean? Well, let me say it this way. If they're documenting shit. Okay, so at least somebody's doing their job. The infrastructure is old and we have games being played. Exactly. But the thing is that it's like, you know what? All right. The state of Vermont, you guys are going to laugh at this, but it's the truth. The state of Vermont was the last state of the union to meet the drinking age of 21. They had it at 18 forever in a week. Nathan 4071. How the hell are you, my friend?
Right on. What's going on, Nathan?
The state of Vermont was the last state in the union to raise their drinking age limit to 21. Anybody want to take a wild guess why Vermont gave in and raised their drinking age to 21?
Federal government was going to take money away from them.
Absolutely. They weren't going to give them money for infrastructure. They weren't going to give them money for anything. Now, they give them money for everything. And if they don't spend it, they don't get it the next year.
Yeah.
Fine. Spend it on something other than repaving the same fucking road 6 times in 3 years. Truth Free says Atlanta had a main water break in large swath of an area was without clean water. Surgeries canceled, water needing to be boiled, a major disruption like electric out. Was there an issue up there where you are, Stevie? Not in your particular town, but was there an issue in Michigan with water or some bullshit like that?
Flint, Michigan.
Flint, thank you. I wanted to say I knew it began with an F, but I didn't want to sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let's be
real. Government poisoned the whole damn town with lead.
Yeah, but let's be realistic. Even before that, would you really want to drink water from Flint the way that shit smelt to start with?
No, they sucked it right out of the Flint dirty ass river.
Yeah.
The point is that, all right, why isn't it being watched?
It was watched. They ignored it.
Okay.
Whole bunch of government officials ignored it.
Does anybody remember the movie with Tom Hanks and what's his name there? Vinnie Barbarino, John Travolta. Was Travolta in it? I know Hanks was. I think Travolta was too. It was about people get sick and they all had cancer and they're dying. It was depicted in the town in which I work in from a company in the town in which I lived in.
Oh boy.
There was a company dumping shit in the water and a bunch of people got cancer and a bunch of people died. They also had a guy, local sewer guy, okay? Local guy that owns a sewer service. Apparently, I don't know much about the sewer services, but apparently it's a lot of money. All right, so, you call a guy in to empty your septic tank, right? And apparently it cost him a ton of money to go to the, what they call it, yard and bring it there, okay? This guy says, apparently I don't have the money for that, right? I'll just put it in the drain in the street. Okay.
Nice.
He only got a $10,000 fine for that. Zach Hawkins, how the hell are you? Hope you're having fun at work, my friend. Why did he only get a $10,000 fine for that?
Probably because other people further up knew what he was doing. And if he would have got a bigger fine, he would have blown the whistle.
My thing is that he should have. He shouldn't be able to. Okay. If a doctor fucks up big time, right? Like big time. And to me, pouring raw sewage in a street drain is fucking up big time. Luke, how the hell are you, my friend? So when a doctor screws up big time, right? They can lose their licenses and never be able to practice medicine again, right? So why is this guy allowed to keep his business and keep doing what he's doing? It's amazing. It's amazing. Why are these people that when somebody looks at a bridge, a footbridge, and says, not good, you're talking immediate danger with people's lives. Immediate. An engineer tells you this is going to happen. Come on. I don't know.
Right on, Frank.
It's unreal. Frankie, remember? Frank will tell you. Frank, what, about 4 years ago? I think it was 4 years ago. 5, maybe. All right, so they built this tunnel in Boston. They called it the Big Dig, right? Blew millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars doing this. Okay. So if you're familiar with the city of Boston, or if you're ever up here and you went through some tunnel, chances are that's the tunnel that it was. If you come out, one end is Boston Garden, the other end is the other end of it. Anyway, they had these panels in the ceiling, in the tunnel. And one of those panels let go, came down, and killed a woman sitting in traffic. Killed her on her way to work. And she died. Do you know what I found out? And Frank probably knows this. You know what I found out? Here in Massachusetts, you can only sue the state for $100,000. If you ruined somebody's, all right, so you kill a person, right? A person dies. The vehicle's totaled. All this and that. Da-da-da-da-da. Vehicles today, Jesus Christ, fucking Richie's got a $65,000, $70,000 fucking truck.
Yeah.
Right? And the goodbye, Stump. And am I close to Worcester? I'm about 40 miles east of Worcester. So this family had to go after the person that built that put them in, the company that put them in. It's just, and I go through that freaking tunnel at least twice a week, and it's just, it gives you the feeling, you know what I mean? It's just
floor it.
Right, they didn't mix the epoxy correctly to the anchor panels. Union job, absolutely. All right, so it was proven that they didn't do their job the right way. Pellerin, right, Frankie? Pellerin, began with a P, right? Was it Pellerin? Peter whatever it was. Peter picked a peckle of pushes. But
what the hell is all this yak about the unions?
It was a union job.
Yeah, I understand. But that's about the fifth time something's come up and everybody said union skim this and union government that and blah, blah, blah.
Well, because I think around these parts anyways, Frankie will tell you, I lost my respect. Well, I questioned things in the union. I used to work in the union. I questioned it back in the 80s when I worked in the union. And I continue to do so. Everything has its pros and its cons. There's a lot of pros to being in the union. There's a lot of cons to being in the union. There's a lot of pros to not being in the union. There's a lot of cons to not being in the union. I know that sounds like I'm fence sitting, but it's just the truth. We'll take my part-time job, for instance, at FedEx, okay? FedEx is not union. So what do? They'll pay a union wage. That's
rare. That's good.
Just so they don't go union, right? And as a part-timer, I signed something that said I won't try to start a union or I can get fired. I signed it. I got no problem with it.
Right.
Now, my problem with the unions, well, one in particular. when I was working him, it was, you can't do that. That's his job. And I'm sweeping up a mess I made. Nope, we have a guy that sweeps. I could never wrap my head around that. Okay.
Right.
I couldn't do this because that wasn't my job. I couldn't help out this guy. I had to go up and punch out, write down where I worked. Da, da, da. I didn't like paying. What the hell was I paying a week out of my check for dues? And then you go to a union meeting, and you speak, and they just blow you off. Okay. My biggest problem with the union was here in Boston, and Frankie will tell you this. Here in Boston, there's another tunnel. It's called the Sumner Tunnel. It runs over to the airport in East Boston to get you over to the airport.
Like, are you looking at the internal?
Local 25 decided that they would, yeah, go ahead. Can you do it? You want me to do it?
Let me give it a shot.
Of course you can, big dog. Steve's going to try to send you a link. If he can't, I'll definitely send it to you. I don't know where the fuck Stump went anyway.
Bumped.
Yeah.
Probably union's fault.
So what happened was that they blocked the entrance to this fucking tunnel, Steve. Picketing, okay? They blocked the entrance, picketing. And an ambulance is trying to get through. Are you going to sit here and tell me that their picketing to get more money was more important than that ambulance getting through that fucking tunnel?
Not one iota.
It leaves a bad taste in people's mouths, Stevie, when they see this all broadcast throughout the state on the news in southern New Hampshire, and
Big dog, I sent a link to your PM.
The other problem I have with unions is that if I'm a town or if I'm a business owner and I have a job that's more than $20,000, I have to have a union bid. That's not fair. It's mine. I own it. Fuck you. Don't tell me what I have to do with my money.
Right.
That's not fair. I should be able to hire somebody like our town in here, right, where I live in Drake, Massachusetts. Anything over $20,000 has to go to a union bid. Why?
I think unions went to shit when the government got involved with them.
Well, it was
they got in bed with them
too. Yeah, truth free. Some of them are good. Some of them suck. I like unions for firefighters. I like unions for cops. I like unions for nurses.
Here we are. I'm in. This is officially the first live stream I've ever been live on.
Well, welcome.
I see how you are. You couldn't wait for Saturday night.
Give me 1 second. Jamie, time of the bacon. How we doing? We're here watching and getting stuff ready for the science night at school, where I get to take my reptiles. Hey, that must be awesome.
What's she gonna do? Run a bus?
No, I know, right? With all the reptiles, she's gonna go to the science thing and take all the and take a bunch of the geckos. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen of the Quagmire chat, please welcome Mr. Big Log. Big Log Leather.
Welcome, everybody. Take a chug.
Big Log.
Big Log.
Say hi to Big Log Leather. How you doing, brother? Thanks for making this chat the your first one.
Okay.
But you know, Stevie, I think that's the problem too. Is that it's the politics about it. It's the government behind and the politics about it, and I don't like it. Yep. I think it's wrong. But that's my bitch about it. My other bitch is that as a truck driver, I pull into a dock, and you know I open the door, and the dock master says, what are you doing? He says, we got somebody down here who'll do that for you. I says, good. I says, but they can't come on my truck. And what do you mean? I says, they get hurt in my truck, they're gonna sue my company? No, that's not how it works. Here's how it's gonna work. I'll bring everything to the tail end of the truck. Your boys can take it off the truck from there.
Oh, hey, what happened? Stump lost power. That's why he's not.
Oh, really? Because he hasn't texted me to tell me anything.
Yeah, I texted him. I was busting.
Oh, did you? All right. Because usually he'll text me and say, Mikey, I'm fucked. He did, actually. Ha ha! And he's telling me to offer you a link. Hey, Stump, I got something for you. All right, so 39 Camper just said hello to everybody in the thing. So for those of you who don't know who 39 Camper is, Daryl's obviously on the panel with us here. Check Daryl's channel out. I've known Daryl probably now, I don't know, it's got to be going on 5 years anyways, or pretty fucking close to it.
At least five or even maybe some more.
Pretty friggin' close to it anyways. So check him out. He's got a wicked cool channel. And you guys know me. Those of you that know me well know that I will not shout out a channel and tell you to go look at it if it sucks. I never have. I never will. So,
my channel's pretty random.
Which is cool.
Random's good. No. That's what I do. Random.
Yeah. I like to keep it outdoors and everything, but sometimes I just throw in whatever the hell I want. And
he'll do trout fishing videos. He'll do bushcraft videos. He'll do shit. You still got the one on there from the Pema, whatever the hell it was you guys all went to.
Oh yeah, it's still up there. The Pennsylvania hike with
the Pennsylvania hike. Yep. So and that was cool. So he's got a ton of videos. Trust me when I tell you, you'll see them.
Yeah, you'll find something in there that interests you, and probably stuff that might piss you off. But
that's all right.
And I'm known for not having a filter.
So, Mr. Big Dog Leather.
Yes, sir.
How the hell are you?
I'm good. This is weird because like the Hangouts over here and the Yahoo's over here and they're not in sync, and I'm like trying to watch both of them. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Just slide that other window video off to the side. So you can't see the video.
Yeah,
just look at the words.
The delays suck.
Yeah, well, I've obviously participated, but never actually been broadcasting on one before. So,
Truth Freeze just said what I've been. Oh, Truth Freeze, another person I've been sub to forever in a week. Truth Freeze said we do want companies to do well, which is true. Our best interest. Just need non-political controls tied.
Right.
Wouldn't life be so much easier?
Be so much more fair.
I mean, there was companies that went down the hill, Stevie, right? Folded their doors because back in the day, the fucking unions were so fucking, well, I went to high school with you, so I'll pick your company to do this. And, you know, you gave me X amount of money on my political fucking campaign, so I'll pick you for the, you know what I'm saying?
That shit's starting to turn around. Use California as your model. there are more companies leaving California than are starting up in California now because the political screw ups and milking everybody for every penny they got. And now they're finally dealing with the aftermath.
You know, you say that though. The crazy part is it's still a lot of the good old boys clubs though, because I'm telling you, I work for a huge corporate America company, and there's people that work where I do, and I'm just like, how the hell are you even here? How do you make $85,000 a year? You're a effing moron. And it's just because it's, you know, oh, this was, I worked with this guy 20 years ago, or this is my uncle's cousin's third, whatever, twice removed. And I'm thinking, holy shit, this is corporate America, like huge global company, not like little tiny. It's nuts.
Right. It's phenomenal. And we call that, in smaller companies, we call that nepotism.
Yeah.
And it don't work. It don't work.
But you sure wouldn't think that you would see it in like corporate America, you know, in the large scale, or at least I didn't. And it's the problem with us is that we were a smaller company that was owned by one guy, and then he sold us to the big corporate giant. So now we're big corporate giant, but we're still just dealing with a bunch of fucktards, pardon my language.
Right. No, I hear you. I hear you. We did too. We got bought out. My company did the exact same thing. You know, 24 person company. And he wanted out. He was 67, 66 years old, and he wanted to go live his life, which I would have did fucking 5 years earlier. But he sold it to a, you know, company that's got like, you know, 1,200 employees. And it's just all like at FedEx, right? You take a huge company like FedEx, okay? Two things that they, especially with part-time people, right? But two things they go by. You can work there. You can have a relative work there, but you can't have anything to do with you know, you can just say, yes, we're hiring, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, if I go to get my brother a job, right? Like let's say, you know, they're hiring drivers or whatever, right? And I say to my brother, hey, they're hiring drivers, you want in? And he says, yeah, well, you know, go online, do your thing, da-da-da. And I go to my manager, to my general manager, and I say to him, hey, my brother's down on his luck, da-da-da-da. You know, could you give him a job and da-da-da. And as soon as I did that, I can get fired. I can fight right on the spot. And I signed off that I would too. Okay. The other thing, FedEx, what was it? There was one other thing FedEx doesn't like. Where I work part-time, right? I can't, if anything ever happened, even if, all right, so there's two FedEx freights within 10 miles of each other. We deal with the other one. We don't deal with the one I work with at night. But if I did and something happened, like we already had 2 instances happen, and all I did was help them out and tell them who to call, right? I can't intervene in any way, shape, or form. I also can't intervene in any way, shape, or form by asking them to use FedEx or not use FedEx or anything like that, or I can be fired. And that's the way it should be, because it leaves the politicking right the fuck out of it. You know.
Well, you're a driver, so like I know the company I work for, we do the dispatch software, and I specifically program the PeopleNet units, the OmniTrax units, the units in the trucks that tell you guys where to go and what to pick up and all that jazz.
Oh, the handhelds and all that.
Yep. The scanners, the barcoders, all that stuff. Yep. That's what I do.
Yep.
Nope. Stump says a car took a pole out up the road. I don't know if he'll be back anytime soon.
Damn, I hope they're all right.
It's going to take him an hour to get to the fire department to him, for Christ's sake. He lives in the fucking boondocks.
Yeah, exactly. At least a half hour.
I was remiss in I really fucked up on the shout out saying, huh? I missed Insight. But I got him. Uncle Cow, I hope things are well. I hope you enjoy the chat. One of these days, Mom and Pop take off on a Friday. You don't even have to ask. You just show up and you know you can come out with us.
Right on.
You know the rules.
Ken and I said hi to Uncle Kyle about an hour ago in the side chat because now it shows when you watch.
Right.
Which I think is a big improvement.
Yeah, that's the other thing. For those that may not know, I probably should have said it. I was told by the girls the other night. And Stevie did it, I believe, on his too, right, Stevie?
Yep.
So I'm going to reiterate it on this chat. The chat, the outside chat, okay, that everybody's, types in what they want to say and yada, 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 is now accessible. Okay. So at the end of this chat, when, it shows up on my page, anybody on the internet that's on YouTube can go and look to see what was written. So I am just going to put it out there. The people that usually come in the chat, in my chat anyway, and I know that and people that come in Stevie's chat, if you don't want somebody hearing something or seeing, reading something, and then you hearing about it, okay, don't write anything in the chat that you don't want out in the open, is all I'm trying to say. Hello, beautiful Stevie. Guess who's here?
I seen her.
Stevie, guess who's here?
Listen to him. He's like a little kid. Oh, look who's here.
Don't make me laugh. I'll start choking my head off.
It's Amanda. Amanda, how you feeling? I hope things are well.
So what are you guys doing for Patty's Day?
Is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'm going up to New Hampshire to see Working Class Woodsman.
Yeah? Really? You guys still have ice and stuff up there?
Some, but not. Well, me in Massachusetts, I got shit. But yeah, they got guys still fishing up in Maine. They got guys fishing less than an hour north of Chris.
That's freaking crazy. St. Patty Day marks my transition from winter to spring for me. Right. That is like my little celebration. And I'm not Irish, but I like to have corned beef and cabbage and celebrate spring coming in. Yeah. And that's the way I celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Any excuse to have corned beef and cabbage, I'm good with that.
Exactly. They tax ice after March 1st up here. No shit, right, Frankie? Frankie, do you remember the T-shirt that came out years ago in Massachusetts said, grab your guns, grab this, grab that. Welcome to Massachusetts. I screwed it up. It used to say, hang on to your guns, or hang on, and then it said, hang on to this, hang on to that, hang on to this. Your rights have ended. Welcome to Massachusetts. And I've been dying to find that thing online, and I can't find it. They used to call us Taxachusetts with the bumper stickers everywhere. It's horrific. It's horrific, the taxes sometimes up here. You caught the flu in her honor.
Frank says they tax the ice after March 1st.
Yeah.
Did you already read that?
Yeah. No, that it's nasty. But again, like anything else, right? Pros and cons. Pros and cons are, I've said this before, you know, I'm on it 135. Hello.
Haven't seen that name in a while.
You know, Frankie will tell you, right? You know, with big companies, you know, like my part-time company, FedEx, right? I can take my part-time pay here and go to Florida, where I'll be making more than them down there. And if I ever went full-time, it'd be. So if I went from full-time from here down there, I'd live like a friggin' drug lord down there.
Why would you live in Florida though?
I wouldn't, but I'm just
I mean, actually, why would anybody want
to. It's too hot for me. That's just me.
too many bugs and shit?
I would miss the winters. I would miss fall.
Oh, fall. Exactly, Mike. I would miss fall. Fall is like
favorite
a spiritual time, man.
September to Thanksgiving is my, without a doubt. And I don't. It has nothing to do with hunting season or anything like that. Because even as a kid, September to Thanksgiving was my favorite time of the year. Always has been. I don't know why. Always has been my favorite time of the year.
Mine too. Mine too.
Well, and you can dress for, you know, cold. You can't really. You can only undress so much for heat, right?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Then you get arrested.
Well, and I'm not our resident meth head. This is body built for cold, right? This is I'm very well insulated.
Kid, I start getting shaky under 40.
I know. I was talking to Stump the other day, and I said I was watching one of your older videos where you were hiking, and I was like, "Holy crap! He looks like that kid from the Christmas Story with the 15 layers of clothes on, and he's walking up the hill because he's probably got 40 friggin' sweatshirts on." I was like, "Holy crap!"
No, I like big and puffy.
If it gets 40 degrees, I'm wearing shorts, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's 40 degrees up here is a friggin' heat wave. Frankie, no. Frankie, our wages are much better here. Like even, you guys remember Matt from Resist the Tyranny?
Yeah.
Thank you, I'm on it. He was saying one time, and he's got licenses up the wazoo because he's a welder. He's got this gas license, this license, that license, this license, this license, right? And you know as well as I do, Frankie, welders up here are, you know, high 30s, almost $40 an hour, if not higher. Fuck, plumbers are fucking $70 an hour, for Christ's sake.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
All right. I can get, I'll almost bet my bottom dollar that you're not going to find a plumber in the state of Florida for $70 an hour. But I was telling Matt what the welders out here make. He's like, no fucking way. I'm like, yeah, fucking way. Nathan, have a great night, and thank you for stopping in. Another channel you guys might want to check out is Nathan 4071. Click on his name right there before he takes off, and check his channel out. Holy shit, you're gonna love that one too.
Yeah, Dark Matter just did like a video montage for that guy, for Nathan. I went and subbed to him because I'd never heard of him before, so I went and checked him out. Seems like a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, Nathan's good.
I'm getting ready to. I asked him to send me his info. I'm getting ready to send him a little care package here.
Oh, that's good.
Man, he was awesome enough to send me this ferrule rod that was like,
get out of here. You got one?
Yeah, I got one.
But hey, hang on a second.
You know,
Daryl, you have it with you right now?
I can pull it up. So
yeah,
just give me a few minutes here. But anyways, he'd sent me this like last year, and I wanted to repay him. And so finally, I've decided what I want to repay him with. I'm not going to say it on here because I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Right.
But yeah, he'd sent me the info, and so I'm gonna send him a care package. He's a hell of a guy. I mean, just one great person, you know. Like a lot of us on here are. I mean, some of us on here are assholes like me, but a lot of you guys are just great people.
Don't sell yourself short. You're a big asshole, I heard.
And Nathan said he knew, Nathan said he didn't know you were here, by the way, Daryl.
You know what, Steve? I own that. And I'm proud to own that. And I will own that.
Hey, you and Brother Stump.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the old man always told me, if you can't be good at it. I'm not good at a lot of things, but being an asshole is one of the best things I do.
Yep. Right. My father said, whatever you're going to be, I don't care if you're going to be a bank robber, I don't care if you're going to be this, be that, just be the best at it. And one day he told me I was being a jerk. As his dad, you told us be the best that we can be at, and I'm being the best I can.
Smack.
Yeah, and you know, some of my videos, I mean, I've seen people post videos where, well, you know, you should be this or you should be that, and you know what? I'm going to be myself, and my channel is probably not kid friendly. I'm going to say what I want. If I want to drop some F-bombs, I'm going to drop some F-bombs. I mean, I'm doing this. I'm doing the channel because I love to make videos. And I'm not out there trying to make a whole bunch of money. I've never monetized my channel, ever. I don't plan on it. I like doing it, and I like talking with people like you guys and just having fun, you know. And it's all about having fun for
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
exactly.
Daryl will tell you. They used to have Daryl, Chris, Shano, Stan. What's his name there from Pennsylvania? Not Pennsylvania. What was he out of?
Remember Doug?
He went with you to Pennsylvania. He met you down there.
Eric.
Eric.
Yeah.
They used to have the
Hillbilly.
camp chat. Yep, Hillbilly, right. They used to have a camp chat on, and they were smart enough to have it on at 6 o'clock at night, not 10 o'clock at night like me.
We had good times, man. That was good
times on that chat.
We go get that fire still.
Sadly, Daryl's the only one that's on YouTube full time anymore. Chris was on the other day. He pops in now and then.
Well, it's just like I just started my channel a couple months ago, and the only reason I did it was because I scoured the internet and there were so many people that did leather stuff, but either A, they were arrogant assholes when you asked them, hey, how do you do this, or what, you know, or they were just, well, I'm too good to talk to you. So I thought, well, I'll just put something together and put something out there. And I've met a lot of really cool people out of it. And I've met some assholes too, but you just ignore them, right?
Oh, you're going to meet them. But you know what you're going to find out, though? And Daryl will tell you this, too. I've been doing this for a very long time. Is the nice people. Like when I came here to YouTube, I wasn't out here to meet people and form the friendships that I formed. And again, I've said this before, that's not a complaint. I just didn't expect it. Okay. It's a cool, awesome thing. All right. The good people on YouTube far outweigh the assholes.
Big time.
And that's what keeps me here. Because as soon as the tide starts tipping, then I'll probably go away.
Well, you know, the good thing about it is, especially with live chats and community, how everybody talks, most true assholes have a very short lifespan on YouTube because word gets out quick. I mean, if you're a jerk, people are going to call you out.
Nathan. At the same time, I'm telling you, I just spelled your name wrong, so please don't yell at me for that. Because I was trying to do it fast. It's 3 years, I think, that I've been doing the chat. I actually was doing a channel before I did the chat, and then I kind of got away from doing videos, and I got back into videos, and it's videos for me. It's hard, but anywho, excuse me. If you ask, Gig right near you are, chat historian, he'll tell you the exact date that we started this chat. But yeah, it's been a long time. And like I said, I've been, there's you, Truth Freeze, Atomic Bulls, Daryl. Oh, guys, give me 1 second. Wifey's calling.
Uh-oh, that's important.
You guys, you know, been sub to you guys a long time.
So what you got new in the project, Ben, there, big dog?
Nothing really, man. I sent off a couple guitar straps to one to New York and one locally here, and then keychains. Lots of keychains. Everybody's getting keychains because that's what I do. That's what I do. I just make stuff and send stuff. Like I don't, you know. I put on one of my videos the other day. I'll eventually want to get something that I made on every continent, and I don't care if I have to, you know, they're keychains. They don't cost me anything to make. You know what I mean? It's just I meet cool people and I'm like, hey, I'll send you one because I think you're cool.
That's awesome. Can be your little bread and butter, whatever.
Hey man, you're gonna laugh, but I paid my property taxes this year with keychains.
Nice.
I shit you not. I paid my property tax. So really the only thing we got new, a couple keychains that I just did today, this afternoon. If I can.
Oh, cool.
Where do you live?
I live in Northeast Ohio.
Northeast. Oh, okay.
Daryl, Nathan wants to know where Timberwookie is.
Timberwookie is still around.
Yeah, he is.
Still doing stuff, but he's got a really awesome job now where he
damn jobs.
Yeah, he's a very important person right now. He can't be Wookiee. He's got to be like ink and sealed Wookiee or undercover Wookiee. That's it. He's being undercover Wookiee right now, but he's still there. And this summer we're going to do some stuff, and whether or not he wants to like post some videos, I'll like throw him in. But here, this is my.
Oh
shit!
Hang on a minute. Hang on. Let me click on you, bro.
Nathan, you better let me know when you get a new shipment of those in. I'll leave the damn chat live.
Daryl, I clicked on you. It's all you, kid.
So Nathan had sent me this. Out of the generous of his heart, it sent me this. And like I said, I had sent him a message. I want to send him a care package. I didn't know what I wanted to send him, but I know what I want to send him now. And he's going to be excited about it. But this is this fire steel. If you can't get a fire going with this, then you might reconsider being outdoors.
You hit yourself.
Like I said, I've only scraped it a few times, but you know, I really like it. It's like there's a lot of memorabilia stuff that I have. I mean, being on YouTube with everybody, it's like this one right here. You guys remember Mr. Scooty?
Yep.
1968.
Yep. Oh, he was on that chat too.
Yep. This is one of the fire steels that he did before he started turning them. These were all hand glued. This was all hand glued together and everything. This was a 1/2 inch fire steel. And then my most prized possession is I don't know if you guys seen my video where I went out with Chris on the Manistee River.
Yep, that was last spring, wasn't it?
Yeah, last spring, me and Chris went out on the Manistee River. He gave me this. He made me this one, and this is cocobolo wood, and I really love this fire still. This is like dear to my heart, man. Chris is my brother, man. My brother.
He's a good dude.
My brother from Maine.
You got to spend time with him. You got to spend more time with him than I did. But
we got so wasted on our second camp.
How did I know you were going to say that?
I totally believe it. Here's how bad this guys. You guys got to understand something, right? You got to go to Daryl's channel or Chris's channel. One of those guys' channels. About 3 years and 29 days. Thank you very much. Their first meeting up when they went to Pennsylvania. Okay. Now there's a decent group of them. Okay. And so I'm watching the video, and they all met at this hotel, motel, whatever the fuck you want to call it. All right. So they're sitting outside, and now they're eating, and they're cooking. They did a little gift exchange and what have you. And all of a sudden, they start cooking. And they started cooking lobsters, right?
Chris brought down 20, or I don't know how many lobsters from Maine.
So now, out of the blue, I hear this. I hear something. I'm not quoting, but something to the effect of, "Hey, Mikey D, there's no way these lobsters taste better in Massachusetts," or something to that effect. Now, I'm like, wait a minute. It wasn't even they weren't like talking about other YouTubers and all that. It wasn't even the conversation. All of a sudden, my name comes out of it. Said, okay, you bastards. That's it. It's on. It's on. But prior to that, I kept telling Chris that Mass lobsters are much better than Maine.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
If you want to prove that, then you send me some Massachusetts lobsters.
I know, right?
Them some of bitches were fucking good, man, and it was more than anybody could want. There was leftovers that they give the manager of the hotel. Give them frickin' lobsters.
Do you know the best? Okay. I don't care if you catch a lobster in Maine, New Hampshire, Mass, Rhode Island. I don't care where you get it. I really don't. They're actually better in the colder waters, but I'm just saying, that's just my opinion. It's all in how you cook them that makes them taste good or makes them taste bad. It's truly the way it is.
Because I told Chris, I said, Chris, we got this big old pot. Why don't we just throw the lobsters and the corn and potatoes and everything into one pot? And he was like, how dare you cook lobsters in the same pot as vegetables? He was like,
but there are people up here that do that. They'll put their corn and they'll strip a ear of corn, a couple of ears of corn that goes in there. My father-in-law used to do eggs in there.
Eggs?
The hard-boiled eggs in there, potatoes, anything. It's just a New England type thing. They put anything in there.
Man, I can't eat lobster. I as a little kid, my mother and I went to a seafood restaurant, and I was all hot and by. I wanted lobster. So she said, fine, if you get it, but you're going to eat it if you get it. If you don't like it, oh, well, you're going to eat it. Well, of course, I don't know how many little kids you know that like lobster. I sure as hell didn't as a child. And she made me eat it, and it got cold. and I still had to eat it when it was cold. And I'll tell you, to this day, I'm 36 years old, and you could not pay me to eat lobster. Just nope.
Oh my God, lobster is the best thing.
Lobster and steamers? Are you kidding me? They don't make enough for me.
I'll eat it cold. I'll eat it 3 days old.
If as long as it's refrigerated, you cooked it, it's in the fridge, you're good.
Tell you what, last night we had venison tenderloin with grilled onions and mushrooms. Yeah, I'll eat that all day before I'd eat big old water bugs. Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like me. I live in Michigan. I eat fish. I eat venison. I eat all sorts of fish, walleyes, bluegills, everything, venison, all this other stuff. But when you get a chance to eat Maine lobster or, East Coast, not just Maine lobster, but East Coast lobster, I mean, for me to buy it here, it's like
cost you $1 million.
Oh, $21 a pound or something.
Yeah. Up north to 60. How the hell you doing, my friend? I hope things are well. Another great channel you guys want to check out. Go check out Up North to 60's channel. Yeah, lobster is it's definitely prices are just it's funny now because you can buy just the claws, you can buy just you can pretty much buy pretty much anything part of the lobster you want nowadays. Chickens commercial treated and cows. It's sad we can't be normal, humane for food. Calling processing waste, just saying.
Yeah.
Truth, they've gotten a lot better. Yes, Brianna? Hang on, guys.
Yeah, I think the car took out Stump's electricity for the night. I don't know. I even sent him a message, and he's not. He must have said, "The hell with this. I'm going to bed."
Right.
Sorry about that, guys. I thought that was my.
Now, knowing Stump, he's down there helping.
This is probably true.
Lobster is a bottom feeder, so want good water lobster. I don't get what you mean, Truth. Yes, it is a bottom feeder. It's kind of like if you ever eaten catfish, Truth. Catfish, up here in the Northeast, we call them horn pout. But when you're a little kid, you call them catfish because of the whiskers. But they're called horn pout up here. And they're not as big as they are in the South. But they are just as good eating. And they're bottom feeders. But to get back to the original thing that you wrote, chickens, commercial treated, and cows, it's they've gotten a lot better than what they used to.
I think they're just on another subject right now.
But yeah, all lobsters are just anything seafood. I love. It doesn't really matter. Cohogs, it don't matter what they are. I'll eat it.
Hey, Mikey, can I plug a channel?
Calamari, of course you can.
All right. Rocket Outdoors. Are you guys familiar with Rocket Outdoors?
I think I'm sub to Rocket.
Yeah, off of my thing, we've been
yes
channel quite a bit.
Thank you, Steve.
Remember up in the White Mountains, they were hiking and stuff.
They have him and his girlfriend. I don't know if it's his girlfriend or his wife, but Rocket Outdoors. They're a smaller channel, and they were doing some live streams or something like this. But they were doing some pretty cool stuff. They were doing like quiz stuff. Yeah.
Saw that. I saw you in there that day.
Yeah. I thought that was like really cool. So I'd like to like plug that channel, make sure that people go check them out and see what they're doing.
Absolutely.
It was pretty cool.
Good point by you, Truth. Good point by you.
Did you get a deer this year, Mikey?
I did not.
No.
My buddy did. So it wasn't all for naught. When we went up to Maine, he got his doe. I could have shot about 4 doe, but I didn't get the lottery ticket for the doe. So,
What about turkey this spring?
I haven't been turkey hunting at all. I haven't turkey hunted in what, 6 years now. Something to that effect.
Damn it, man! Get on it.
It's hard. My time now is just the last couple of years, working at FedEx, and then the weekends, my son was wrestling, and so I did the wrestling thing, and my daughters do basketball and dance and soccer and everything on the weekend. So it's my weekends are limited to.
They're shot.
You know what I mean?
They're shot, man. Your weekends are shot.
Yeah,
Oh, they're not shot in family, but
that's why I keep telling my wife I should have started earlier. Of course she yells at me, and like she always does, because what she does. She's Sicilian. They don't talk, they yell. So,
yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I'm Sicilian, so I know all that.
Hell, my wife's Irish, German, and hillbilly. Talk about a great combination there.
Right. Get them in self-defense too, Mike. Yeah, my youngest daughter actually wants to do karate. And she can use it for the discipline, to be totally honest with you, because she's got bumpkins unless I'm around. It's
My
weird.
wife. My wife's nationality is woman, and that explains everything.
Covered it.
Covered the whole genre. There you go. Where are you from, Steve?
Michigan.
No, you're not.
I am too, I swear.
You were talking about being cold. What the hell? Where you at?
In between Flint and Detroit.
So he's got good water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right here.
Okay. All right. I am right here.
Over there?
Yeah.
No, that trip you guys did down to Manistee?
Yeah.
There was a spot. You went around the corner and you looked up on a hill, and there was a handrail way up on a hill. And somebody said, you imagine walking up and down that to the river every day?
Yeah.
I filmed from that very spot that you guys went by on one of my videos. I got a kick out of that. Really? I recognized the little tree on the shore and the rock. All my family's from up there.
That's the most epic, peaceful thing that you can ever do is float down the Manistee River.
Oh, I love that river.
Isn't that where the MI Woodsman goes?
Yep. Him and
I'll think of his name in a minute. Larry, not Larry.
Adrian. Him and Adrian went down it this year. I mean, that river is just like historic. It is.
Where did you, Wookie, and John stay?
What?
You, Wookie, and the MI Woodsman. When the three of you guys went, where did you guys go?
That was just north of Grand Rapids, the Croton Dam. So you probably know where Croton Dam is, Steve?
Not a clue. I'm
on the
opposite side.
It's going to be northeast of Grand Rapids, or northwest of Grand Rapids, where the Manistee Forest starts. The bottom of the Manistee Forest starts. Right. Probably be like.
You realize We're the only.
I'm doing this backwards here, so it'd be like somewhere in here. Yeah, somewhere in here.
Yeah, and then it hooks and goes all the way up the coast.
So what the hell are y'all doing? Giving each other like weird Vulcan friggin'
yeah.
meetings?
We're the only
The Michiganda thing. These people, I'm telling you,
I'm right
people,
here. He's
you
over
people out in the central friggin' U.S. are friggin' out your goddamn minds to begin with. All right. It's just there's too many people on here from Michiganda.
here.
The problem is I like them all. That's the whole problem. It really is.
I don't know. Michigan's not too far for me. I think I can get into Pontiac. I had a friend that lived in Pontiac in like for 3 hours, 40 minutes, 45 minutes or so, 3.5 hours.
I'm about 14 miles north of that.
See, we are in the northeast of Ohio. I have a cousin in the south, almost dead ball south, but southwest corner, I guess, in Ohio.
What's that like, Cincinnati or Southwest? So is that like Athens down there?
He's an hour and a half away from Louisville.
Okay.
It's Chillicothe.
He has a great bike run there every year.
I went. As a matter of fact, I think I drove through your town when I went out to see him.
Yeah, you would have, because you'd have been on 90. You'd have been on Route 90, so you'd have drove right past it.
Yeah, we went right out 90, and then we went down the center of Ohio, and then we went.
Yeah, so you went 90 to 271 to 71.
Right, we bellied around. Because I didn't go through like all the the cities and all that. We bellied around it, and then went down to Chillicothe. It's like a 15-hour ride from Boston.
Yeah, it's 8 hours because I had a buddy that was in Worcester, ex-buddy, whatever, and I was going to go see him, and that was like 8 hours and 30 minutes from my house to Worcester.
That's about right. Yep. Because
we had the aforementioned people from YouTube.
We stayed in Batavia, New York. We left here. We got to Batavia, I think, around midnight or something. We left here at like 6:30 at night and got out there. And of course, we were doing like 80 the whole way, but.
Oh.
Well, speed limit's all 70 through here.
Promise me you won't tell these other guys what this means.
Gotcha.
Well, here's some more secret fucking Michigan shit.
It's a Michigander.
What's Frankie? Frankie, let's show him some good mass hole shit like that. All right. That's what we do. That's why we're mass holes. Right. Truth Freeze, you're near Batavia? Why can't I think? I have to look on maps. I'll tell you my sister's town. Because you might. I don't think Batavia's near this town, but I'm going to look anyways.
Have you ever heard of a FIP?
A what?
A FIP.
No.
I thought you said fifth for a minute. I'm like, well, I drank about half of one.
It's called a FIP. It's us Southern Michiganders here. It's our term for, like the Southern Mainers call you guys massholes. Our term for the Illinois and Indiana people is our FIPS. And that it's fucking Illinois people or fucking Indiana people. There's FIPS. Because they come up here and they buy all the fucking lake houses and shit, man. They buy up all the fucking lake property. They build like fucking these like 3-story fucking mansions. And it's like they take over the fucking lakes.
Wow. Yeah, but you can go down there and buy cheap smokes.
Yes, I can. Only a dollar cheaper.
Oh, really?
Right now. Yeah, they're getting ready to raise the tax, so pretty soon it won't be worth nothing. But it's only like a dollar cheaper.
Oh, it used to be big time back in the day.
And then we were going down there and getting all our beer because there's no deposit. There was no deposit in Indiana. So when you got a case of beer, it was like $2.40 cheaper. But they're trying to change all that shit.
See, now the figures I actually come on and actually have a gun within reaching distance, and we could play the Stump isn't here though. I could play the damn what's in reach of your hand, but of course now as soon as I come, he loses power right before I come on. I'm like, damn it!
You were all prepped.
I was like, I'm ready.
Nah. Nice. Yeah, it used to be we used to, I had some friends over in Coldwater, and we used to go down into Indiana and buy a couple of cartons. It was actually worth it.
I work for an ambulance service, and our ambulance service covers Coldwater.
Gotcha.
Oh, I've worked in Coldwater before, and there's some frickin' amazing lakes over in that one.
Yeah, there is.
There is some amazing fishing lakes over there. Hell yeah, Michiganders, take over the chat.
Woo woo.
Anybody want on that's Michigan?
Are you familiar with Shalisa Shell's videos? Channel out in the chat. She's another Michigander.
Yeah.
Great channel. Highly recommend it.
You might be a little biased, just saying. I mean, you're not wrong. She's got an awesome channel. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying you might be a little biased. That's all.
Nah, I liked her channel before I liked her. So.
What? You dating her now?
No, we've met a couple times from back and forth. Awesome lady.
How'd them hotel rooms go? Huh?
No, nothing sleazy.
No, but where's she from? What part?
I think over on your side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Over by Lake Michigan.
Here's the best part, right? Is yeah. Here's the best part. I'm on Shalisa Shell's chat last week, which I thought was awesome that she allowed that to happen. And Stevie wasn't. So fuck you.
No, I was sitting there coughing my head off, right running a fever. Gear. You got to win their trust, buddy.
You got a kayak, Steve?
I'm sorry?
You got a kayak?
Yeah.
All right. Middle of June, we're going.
Sweet.
We're going from north of Grand Rapids 131 down to Mesick.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. You're welcome to come with us, man. That's the invitation.
Awesome. You heard it live.
Just get a hold of me. Send me a message and everything. We'll get to talk and exchange phone numbers if you're serious about wanting to go.
Let me know when the love fest is over, okay? Because if this is gonna fucking continue, there's gonna be a problem, and then everybody's gonna get pissed off because I'm gonna start singing to Amanda. I'm gonna empty the chat, and the only one that's gonna be here is Amanda. I'm gonna sing to her for the rest of the
Hey,
night.
Mikey, you're invited to go to if you want.
Yeah, I know, but I just, I can't travel that far right now. Yeah. By the way, Nathan just brought up a good thing. Thank you, Nathan. Nathan says, "Bring plenty of beer, Steve." Before you reply to that, Steve, okay? I think Nathan should put ... Bring plenty of beer, Steve, and bring real beer.
Real.
Oh, you have to elaborate on this. What do you mean by real beer?
Not the camel piss that Daryl drinks. No, just kidding. Just coming from a guy that doesn't drink beer anymore, right? I'm going to tell people what kind of beer they should be drinking. But
I gotta ask you, have you ever heard of a safety meeting?
only when I was in the union.
We have safety meetings also.
Very good.
With that being said, go ahead, Mike.
I'll give you a safety meeting. But yeah, just bring real beer. Bring like Budweiser, Amstel Light, Michelob, but don't bring fucking Bush beer.
Bush beer is real beer.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's the shit that ran into the funnel.
No, that's Milwaukee's best, Mikey. Okay. That's Milwaukee's best.
You might as well just drink Peels, for Christ's sake. For those that are old enough to remember Peels beer. Or they don't even make it anymore, but when I was a kid, there was Schlitz.
Hey, Mikey, put me on the screen for a minute.
Hang on a second. Let me go back and look there. All right, go ahead. It's all you. Yeah, I know. I see the post.
Bush.
Bush. The commercials aren't even funny, dude.
Look at that bass. Is that a bad bass? Okay. Bass?
Listen to me.
There's no other commercials that have.
What's better, Clydesdale's kicking field goals, or
you don't see Michelob or whatever fucking doing that shit?
Yeah, you don't have Clydesdale's kicking field goals ain't good. Two horses talking at the friggin' at the corral isn't good. Come on now.
That's Budweiser, but Bush is Budweiser.
No, it's not. There's a difference between Bush beer and Budweiser beer, dude. I drank Budweiser religiously. I drank Budweiser religiously for about fucking 18 years.
And so did I, but they're the same beer.
No, they're not.
They're the same beer.
Bush,
it's the same
Bush
company.
Gives me the agita like there's no tomorrow.
It's just a lot less. I don't know. It's a lot better.
Nope.
Because we care about nature and stuff. You know? We want nature to be bush.
You might as well just drink fucking Coors Light.
Oh my God, don't do that. Ain't nobody want to drink the Coors Light.
You need like a case and a half of Coors Light just to catch a fucking buzz.
And then
I must have drank about.
Then you got to do it.
I must have drank about 25 fucking Coors Lights. I didn't even get a buzz. I'm like, what the fuck is in this shit? Water?
Nothing, apparently.
I'm dead serious. Didn't catch a buzz. Didn't even catch a fucking buzz. I'm like, well, this beer sucks. I ain't buying this beer ever again.
Remember, Coors caught on around here when I was a kid because you couldn't get it.
Well, yeah, remember like the whole Smokey and the Bandit movie? That was the whole thing. You couldn't bring Bush beer north of the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah. And Coors had the funky punch tabs.
Yep. Yeah, the ring. Yep. That was my favorite. Budweiser, because you deserve what every individual should enjoy regularly. That's what it stands for. That's what it stands for. Daryl, have you checked out Big Dog next to you, his channel?
No.
Big Dog, type something in the chat. Please, sir. The man does excellent leather work. that I can attest to, Daryl.
So, type it in the side thing because I haven't been able to like bring up the side chat.
Which what? Oh, you can't see the outside chat.
No, I can't. I can't see the outside chat, but type his channel in and is it BIGDOG?
No.
BIGGDOGG.
4 G's. 4 G's in his name.
All right.
4G.
So 2 G's. Yeah, 4 G's. Okay.
Yeah, 2 and 2.
I'll definitely go check them out. Definitely.
2 and 2.
Definitely. Love.
Natural Light. I haven't seen Natural Light. They still make
Natty
that shit.
Light. Oh my God.
Light.
Wow.
Chaser 1. Holy Hannah, how have you been? Great to see you. Awesome people coming in this chat tonight. I'm on it. 135 came in tonight. That was great. Seeing her. Truth Freezes here with us tonight. Yay. Amanda stopped in tonight. Steve.
He's like a giggly schoolgirl, man.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Who is this Amanda?
You know,
Fill us in, Steve. What's going on, man?
Amanda is
What's
like,
going on,
listen,
Steve?
Amanda is just, I don't know, something about Amanda. I don't know. I haven't grasped it yet.
Is
But
it
there's just something about her.
something about Mary?
Exactly. Good thing her name wasn't Mary, because I'd be like, there's something about Mary.
Ooh. Dang. And Steve's got a connection? What's a connection with Steve, though?
I met Amanda through Steve's channel.
Oh. Mm.
Steve had a chat, does a chat on Saturday nights. And I met her there. I met Shalisa Shell there. Who else? Big Dog Leather I met there.
And he comes on your chat first.
Insight.
Yeah. Well, come on. I mean, I met all of you because of Shalisa. So, and the only reason I know of her is from Dave from You Dizzy 1969.
Connections. Good old YouTube.
You ready? I'll give you the connection why Steve's sitting where he's sitting. All right. I swear to God, you ready? I'm ice fishing. With Working Class Woodsman and Satch Faria. Okay. And Working Class Woodsman says to me, "Hey, you got to check this kid out. Trapper kid, blah 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 blah. He's not sure about videos. He doesn't sure if he's going to stay, but check him out anyways." I'm like, I'll do that. So I go check him out. NH Trapper. Okay, so I go check him out, and then he was on a chat. So I went to the chat, and I see Stevie at the chat, and then so I got a bunch of people to go over and watch that chat. Stump being one of them. The girls, they came over. I think Gia came over. Anywho, well, that chat, we won't talk about that chat. That chat ended.
Kind of fizzled.
Yeah. And then Stevie came to the good side. And that's how I got to know Steve. And then, you know, of course, he does his thing. And so now, I don't know, it's cool. It's just word of mouth and whatever you want to call it. Watching other people's vids is how it gets and how it happens, I guess. So,
Right.
Conservative, living as a democratic lifestyle. What's up? How are you? I think I said that wrong. Conservative, living a democratic lifestyle. How are you?
Steve, I meant to ask you, did you ever try that saddle soap on those old straps?
No, I haven't been to town in a week, but it's definitely on the list to do because I got a couple straps that got that white mildew on them.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good thing my bedroom sprung that leak because it made me dig all my rifles out and start looking through the cases and uh-oh.
You're gonna laugh, but you know what I do too. You know how when you get when you get new boots or you get new you buy stuff and it comes with those little silica packs.
Right.
I always throw them in my rifle cases too.
Yeah, I do too, but the only thing I'm having trouble with is my real old vintage leather straps.
Yeah, clean them up and then just oil the living shit out of them. You can try using. Let me see where it is. This stuff is really good too.
Conservative.
Right.
A second. There it is.
There it is. Oh, Carnauba?
Yeah, that's good stuff. Phoebings, anything Phoebings is good, but clean them real good, and then you can put this wax on them, and that'll help. That'll help keep them soft and keep them clean.
Steve has no problem with keeping the wax on, wax on, wax off.
A little for the strap, a little for the Steve, a little for the strap, a little for the
Oh
Steve.
my. Oh my.
Wow.
Well, you got to keep your head,
wow.
Mike, you know, you got to keep your head shiny.
Yeah.
Things that make you go.
Cannabis, Nathan's cannabis sativa?
Sativa, yeah.
Sativa.
Yeah, that's what I thought I read. Stevie, that's the other gonzo.
Oh, that's a nice one too.
Yeah. I've cut myself about, I don't know, 8 or 9 times on the point of that knife.
Yeah, they do. They are pointy, aren't they?
They're fucking mean and ornery.
So that's the thing. What do I carry? I carry just a case. Crap, I think it's in my car. Just a case folder. I don't know. You guys are all into knives. I mean, I buy knives. I open up my drawer. I like old bayonets and stuff like that. Old K-bars. But for like an everyday knife, I don't really have one that I carry every day.
I mean, like this one here was given to me. This is the Kershaw. What is this one? I can't even read the blade anymore to tell you what. Oh, yes, I can. BLKST. 1670 Blisk. I don't know. Ken Orion design. Working class woodsman gave me this the first day I met him. He said, "Hey, listen, da da da." I'm like, 1670 Blisk. Cool. Oh, Daryl found the outside chat, huh? Yeah. Now just hit the, what do you call it on it?
Mute.
Yeah.
Kill the speaker.
Yeah, like I probably say for like a good when I'm out or like when I'm on my quad, I use that for a boot knife.
Nice.
Wow, conservative. You broke my balls. That was a pretty good one, though. I like it. He says the gonzo isn't gone, though. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. And it's like, then all of a sudden it was like an outcry. People wanted to send me a knife. course, I bought a bunch of them too, but there's only a couple I use. I use the Gonzo, I use the Kershaw, and the Spyderco pretty much. I carry one in my pocket, one in my jacket pocket. I leave that always in my jacket pocket, and I have one in my pants pocket, and I usually have one in my console in my vehicle.
Yeah, this.
The hell is that?
Oh, hang on, let me go click on them. What do you got there, Daryl? What do you we already got a meth head here. What are you growing?
I know my sister-in-law give me these.
Animal crackers?
Get a gallon of milk.
I think that they're a little bit more potent than the fucking animal cracker.
Special ones, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got the Marinol ones?
CBD animal crackers.
Exactly.
I don't do them, but
Marinol crackers, you gotta love them.
I keep them like look, they're in the hair, and then they're in here.
Well, you could just put those in a box and send them to Northeast Ohio. I mean, I'll be happy to take them off your hands.
I want the regular. I want the regular animal cracker. I love those.
My buddies that ate them said, a couple of them, but my true buddies probably is about 5, 6 of them.
When you were talking about fire starters earlier, Daryl, I think I have it here in my bag. If not, I have to get up and get it. I gotta rearrange my. I've already looked at it. It's empty. I already taken most of the shit out of it. Let me find it, Daryl. You'll know exactly. You know exactly who did it as soon as I show it to you.
Well, that's like all you guys are showing these ferro rods. I didn't know what the hell that was. I had to go look it up. I'm like, what's a ferro rod?
Daryl, you know who did that one?
Right.
Right.
Well, I can't. We're hooked on Steve here.
Why am I hooked on Steve?
That's awesome.
Hang on. We'll fix that. All right, we fixed that. You remember where that came from?
I know that came from Maine.
Yep.
I bet you it come from Windham, Maine, too.
Yeah, it did. Now, where is my other fucker? It's my Altoids tin. Birch bark. I gotta get rid of that too. Jesus Christ, I got more shit in here. It's probably up in the cabinet. Because I put a lot of shit in the cabinet too. Oh no, here it is right there. Duh, dumbass. Nope, that ain't it. That's the other fire starter I don't like. This is the first, well, not the first one I've had, but the little ones from Gerber. I had to take the string apart on it. It was like my fucking hands were locked. Anyways, I have I got a ferro rod from Shano. One of his first ones he ever did. And I absolutely love it. How'd you do? Cool beans. Extreme Platinum, 11th place. Is that good? Oh, Daryl, I can't find it. But you remember when Shane O'Mac was doing those? He still is, but anyways, I'll find it.
Yeah.
I'll find it. And of course, I got the one Stevie gave me, but Shane, I put it on Instagram, both of them, and Shane says, "Holy shit, Mikey, that was like one of the first ones I ever did." And I said, "Yep, that's why I only use like once or twice because it's a what do you call it to me, you know."
Hey, I got a sad
Like a
story to
keepsake.
tell you guys. If you guys want to listen to a sad story,
All depends how sad is.
you guys up for a sad story?
It all depends who is ever really up for a sad story.
Well, come on, you're either up for it or you're down for it.
Go ahead, shoot.
Okay. Well, back in the day, my brother Chris sent me a ladle.
I remember that.
Do you remember the ladle?
Yep.
It was a beautiful ladle. He handcrafted this, hand carved this. Nothing was done on a machine, anything. It was a beautiful ladle, like you would
Yes, it was.
soup out of and everything. Beautiful. Had this thing. Okay. And then he'd also sent me a hat that it was one of the official North Country Law hats.
Oh,
yes.
Maine Game
Northwoods Law. Yep, the Maine Game Warden hat.
Maine Game Warden hat had that.
Yeah, I asked him to send me one, but he wouldn't do it. But go ahead.
Had that, and you know what fucking happened?
Yep.
My dog chewed the fucking hat up.
Oh,
I'd have killed the fucking dog.
Dogs got a hold of the fucking hat and chewed that motherfucker apart.
Yeah, I would have beat the fuck out of that dog.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well, that didn't stop it because on my walls and stuff, I got a saw here from from John and everything like that. And
yep.
I got spoons from Chris and everything like that.
Didn't you win a knife from? No, you never won a knife from me, huh?
But the ladle was sitting up on my desk. Guess
story
what
gets
the
better
fuck
and
happened?
better.
That ladle was fucking chewed up in the fucking middle of the goddamn fucking living room.
Yep, I'd have killed that fucker.
I was so fucking pissed.
Now, what's worse? A dog eating that or me losing a fucking Spyderco? Come on, people. Take a vote. Take a vote. What's worse? A dog eating something a good friend of yours sweat over, took hours to make.
Don't make me feel any worse than I do, dude. I mean,
and the fucking dog eats a ladle, and I lose a Spyderco.
I fucking love that thing, man. But that's what happened, man.
I remember the day. I remember when you got it too. I remember that. You see all the bank line I got? Who didn't they give me all the bank line? My cherry wood spoon. Didn't I mail you a knife that you won? Didn't you win a knife on one of the things I did?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I never.
I thought you won a knife.
You better resend it.
Another guy.
No, you better resend it.
Oh no, but I still have to send. What's his name? Stevie. What's his name? I sent this knife to Canada. Stevie.
I don't
What's his name?
recollect.
From your channel. We did the giveaway a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I forgot who won, Mike. I remember the knife.
I wish I could remember. J Watt, there he is. Mike never mailed me that tenacious. Anyways, I go to mail something. I go to the post office. I didn't have the items with me, so I just grabbed up 2 boxes because I have to mail out another one. And I put the address on it, right? 2 days later, 3 days later, no, it's 3 days later because it was the morning of the storm because I had worked. Yeah, then we got snowed in, right? So then I go and I go to mail it. Boom. No, it wasn't the morning of the storm. The first storm we got. So that was 2 weeks ago. So I go mail it, right? The morning of we got like a foot that day. And anywho, I go and I mail it. And then the other day, my wife says the post office left a thing in our, the postman left a thing in the, because where I live in the condo complex thing I live in, it's all like all the mailboxes together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, right, guys? It's in the outside of when you drive into the property, and it's all, anyways. There's a letter in there, like a little yellow, what do they call it in there? And little notice, and package not sent, it says, please come to the post office. So I go to the post office, and I said, what's the problem? We can't mail this. I says, why not? He says, well, first of all, it's international shipping. I says, yeah, so? He goes, well, it's not a letter. I go, okay. I says, why? What's the issue? I didn't fill out none of the fucking tariff paperwork, none of the fucking nothing. I wasn't even thinking. So now I have to fill out all the paper. That's why I couldn't, with Stan, I had Stan Ulch. They wouldn't let me send his either. Amazon. I can't, like, if I want to go on to Amazon and send somebody out of country, I can't. It won't allow me to do it.
Right.
Mike and a knife, man. Something funny happened, I recall. Yes, truth.
Well, I've mailed so many things recently to Canada that the last time I was at the post office, the postmaster was like, here, and he hands me a stack of the custom forms. He's like, if you're gonna be doing this, so I looked at him and I'm like, so are you basically telling me here, fill these out before you bring the stuff here to mail them because I'm taking too long, or what are you trying to say here? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, it is what it is. And then the thing, that's a racket. They say, so it cost me like $10 to ship something to Canada. But then they want you to pay another $10 on top of that. They're like, oh, well, you should pay for insurance for it. I'm like, no, it's a fucking keychain. No, yeah. I'm not insuring it. No.
Right. It's like the knife. It's a $20 knife. If something happens, I'll just mail them a $20 bill and call it a day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I was going to UPS it, right? I go to work, and I go, and that's the other reason why it was 2 days late, because I go to work, and the guy wasn't there that was going to show me how to. So, because he's the only one that has the international, what they call it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I said to him, I said, hey, I said, he said, what's the matter? I says, I need you to ship something international for me. He said, what is it? I goes, it's a knife. I goes, but it's in a package, so relax. He goes, hey, where's it going? I says, Canada. He goes, all right, let's look it up. So he does everything, and he goes, can't. I goes, I mean, he can't. So why can't I UPS a fucking knife? And then he showed me how much it was going to cost me. And you want to talk about shitting a log.
Right.
Yeah.
I shipped a guitar strap, so that guitar strap weighed about 12 ounces to Winnipeg from Northeast Ohio, and it was like $26.
Yep. I'm gonna give you guys a little tidbit about UPS if you guys don't know about it yet. Okay. First of all, it is more expensive to have something shipped to your house via UPS than it is to your workplace. So if you like to use UPS, or if somebody's going to send you something UPS, tell them to ship it to your workplace. It's cheaper. Number one. Number two, UPS, because they're losing the battle of the parcel service. Okay. What they're doing now is they're losing money. What they're doing now is that in the past, the only packages that needed to be measured was overnights or second days or 3 days. Okay. Those are the only 3 times you had to fucking do a measurement on a package ground for UPS. Okay. Now, every single solitary package that goes out ground has to be measured. Okay. And let me explain something to you. It costs, okay, so I shipped out a thing to Vermont the other day for work. You know, it was a customer thing, right? All right. So anything over $120, we have to insure it. We have no choice. We have to insure it. Okay. So we insure it. All right. I insure the order. All right. Then I put in length, width, and height. It wasn't very big. It was smaller than my laptop. Okay. The thing weighed about, I don't know, 4 or 5 pounds. All right. It cost $160, the item that he was buying. Okay. Do you know how much shipping was? You're talking Massachusetts to Vermont, UPS ground. You know, it wasn't next day, second day, and they have bullshit. $34.
Wow.
$34.
I think you've been better off at the regular old post office.
So, for those of you that like to go to the UPS store and do all you don't, do not do it.
That's why they're losing the battle.
Okay. They're losing money. That's how they get their money. That's, I mean, no, but that's, if they did it the old way, it would only cost the guy about fucking $20. You know, because he had it insured too. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, use your good old friggin' United States Post Office.
Yeah, I don't insure anything unless it's something like I made a set of saddlebags for a guy once, and yeah, I insured that because they were $600.
Yeah. Yep. You're right, Doomshiz. Amazon's almost free shipping. But I'm going to tell you what happens. If when Amazon uses UPS, okay, it's free shipping for Amazon. Okay, you don't pay shipping for Amazon, okay? Especially if you're, what do you call it, customer?
Right.
Prime. Okay. All right. But here's the thing. Part of your $100 a year for your Prime goes to that, okay? Because what winds up happening is Amazon is paying the shipping on that. So Amazon's still being charged. Every parcel they send is length, width, and height is measured, okay? And can you imagine the poor sons of bitches that have to measure something like that?
I don't understand that, because I've got stuff sent to the house from Amazon, and it was a knife.
Yep.
4 inches long. It was in a box, a huge box.
Right. Exactly. See, now you're cooking with oil. Now, the next time you get something from UPS, anybody, not just you, Stevie, the next time anybody gets anything from UPS, especially a box, okay? Yeah, because they don't do envelopes. In a box, on the UPS label, okay? on the UPS label, look in the upper right-hand corner. There'll be 3 digits. Not single digits. Well, there might be singles, but it'll be 3 numbers. That's your length, width, and height of that box.
Right.
Trust me, it sucks. And also too with UPS, especially large states where there's a lot of rural area. If you're shipping to a rural area in the hub, how do I say it? Okay, so if it's UPS, right, and let's say you're X amount of miles away from the hub, they jack the price on that too.
Cute.
It's fucked up. You're right, HRM. I'm telling you, I UPS every day. I send shit out of UPS for work when I go back to the warehouse. It's amazing what they're doing, right? Amazing what they're doing. It's unreal.
Yes, we all would, dear Swamp Donkey. Poor Jeff wants a 1911 bad. I just found out there's a lot of rifles and stuff in Canada that we can't get here that have been banned from imports.
Yeah. But
Canada can still get them. Certain old military rifles and stuff.
Isn't it weird?
Wasn't there's a whole different laws about handguns too. Like, I know a buddy of mine that's Canadian. He when he goes out in the woods, he carries like a freaking ancient revolver because something about the laws. If it's before a certain year, they're allowed to carry it, but if not, they're not.
Yeah, they got worse gun laws in Canada than we do in Massachusetts, for Christ's sakes. That's just my opinion. But
yeah, the only thing we got screwed on is when they come up with the import bans of the old military rifles and stuff. Like, we can't even import American-made rifles that we loan to other countries.
Right.
They're trying to get them back, and there's been a ban on it. It's like, holy crap. We're supposed to be getting a bunch of military 1911s, though, but I haven't heard a word about it.
I was reading about that the other day, and they're going to potentially offer them for sale.
Do we just lose Big Doug?
No, I'm still here.
Okay, because I thought you cut out.
Oh, okay. Well, I was reading about that, Steve, and aren't they going to they were supposed to offer them for sale or something? These government liquidated 1911s.
Yeah, they just got a bunch. Supposedly got the okay to import them from another country, and that's been almost a year now, I think. And I haven't.
Yeah, I hear you.
Go up.
Go ahead, Stevie. I hear you, Truth Freeze. Shall not be infringed, but
I think I only should have ate 2 cookies instead of.
Unfortunately, when it comes to different countries, because I'm quite sure if they were in this country, you can get them, depending upon, again, what state you live in. And if it's a rifle anyway, any state, they're pretty cool with rifles, because especially old ones, and they're not, But the international laws now. Again, I got to fill out like Big Dog was just saying. You got to fill out a fucking form to send a keychain. You have to fill out a form that I can set a package knife, not a loose knife like this. Okay, it's in a heavy plastic package. It's funny. Here's something else that's funny. The state of New Hampshire, right? You go to any convenience store, that's all you can get. Anything you want for all the weed. Anybody that smokes weed, you can buy it all. Except for the weed. You can buy it all, right? They got the bongs, they got everything. They got one-hitters. They have it all. And a lot of these friggin' one-hitters and bongs are fucking $300-$400 and they're selling them.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can buy all the lock blades, my tech knives, all of, you can buy them all. Any convenience store has them. You know what you can't buy in fucking New Hampshire? You can't go to the store unless it's like a specialty, not a specialty store, but like, you can get it at like Walmart. And then even then it's not, but you can't go to one of those stores and get a fixed blade.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now, how stupid is that for the live free or die state? Huh? But yeah, I asked the store owner one day. I'm like, how come you don't have any fucking how come you don't have any fixed blades?
Well, that would be illegal.
But there's an old one for you. If you want nostalgia, there's an old Pakistan. That knife's ruined because of my cousin digging with it and everything, scratched it all the fuck, and I can't bring it back. And he chipped it. You can see the chip there. But that was my grandfather's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. As far as I know, he got it back in the mid 70s, from what I understand. So, but
now, do they have a blade length limit on your folders that you can buy?
I have a blade length limit, and I have a like this knife right here. That's totally illegal in the state of Massachusetts. Anything is spring loaded,
right?
This Kershaw obviously is spring loaded. They frown upon.
You sure that's spring loaded? Not just a flipper?
How do they word it? I want to say, where's Richie?
Spring assisted.
Spring assisted, I believe, is the term. Is Frankie still out here? Is Frankie, you still in here? Frankie, Mike, just make you an old hickory custom pig sticker.
Speaking of pig stickers, did y'all see this one? Did you see my there's my pig sticker.
Oh, Lord. Nice.
What's that? This one here, you mean? That sticker right there? That's a cool
sticker.
Yeah.
That is my sticker.
That's a cool sticker.
There's that one. That's a...
Ooh.
What do they call it? Kukri. Kukri.
And then it's got two little ones that are in the sheath too.
Is that an import?
Yeah, it's an Indian officer's knife. And here's the here's the kicker. I'll put this up so you can see it. I don't know if you'll be able to see.
Shalisa said she's
What's she saying?
Oh, Shalisa.
Hey now. Hey now. I don't have anywhere near as much gray hair as him.
He vapes. You're right. He vapes like him. And I'll tell you what, Shalisa, right? I swear to God, if he has like 3 fucking handguns, 4 handguns on the table beside him, we're gonna call him Stump Junior.
If I have what now? What do I do?
You got more than 3 handguns on your desk.
No, not yet. I only got one.
Doom Chaser says Trump brags about doing away with more regulations than.
But now knives should count. Wait a minute. So wait, do knives count? Because I got 1.
But the people just have more fun, even if they could catch it.
2, 3, 4.
That was a
5, 6. So
I thought you said you don't have knives. Oh, you don't have an everyday carry.
I don't have an everyday carry. I have a lot of everything I have is old. You know what I mean? Like I don't like new stuff. New stuff annoys me. It's like, this
Let
is
me,
garbage.
Old is awesome.
old is great, but
I mean, look
new
at
is not
that.
too bad. Do you have a condor though?
A what?
Do you have a bush law condor, a condor, a bush law, whatever?
I don't even know what the hell that is, dude.
Stevie, show him what it's more of a bushcrafting knife, but it's an awesome knife.
I'd actually, there's a buddy of mine that is a blacksmith, and I'm gonna buy one of his custom made. I'm actually gonna buy two of them. I'm gonna buy one for him and one for my old man, and have him make a matched. Matched
nice.
two paired ones, and then I'll make sheaths for him. So
awesome.
Oh, Doom Chest, it's good for you to be able to still do that. When I was a kid, we used to be able to let our dogs roam free. You can't do that no more. They put a leash on her and everything.
yeah, I let my dog out the back door and go whatever, run around, and she comes back an hour later.
Yeah, we can't do that up here.
Well, I live in the middle of nowhere. I live in the asshole of Ohio. Come on.
Yeah, well, see, what happens is, like, even where I vacation, right, there's only like fucking 3,000 people in the town. But what happens is the idiots that used to live in Mass will move up there. And then, a group of them get together and say, oh, this dog shit on my property. This dog did that. That dog did this. And before you know it, there's a leash law. So.
The only thing I got, there's a lot of breed laws here. So, like, if you have pit bulls, if you have, like, they wouldn't even cover my dog. They're like, well, your dog's a German Shepherd. I'm like, my dog's a Heinz 57. God knows what, German Shepherd, and 10 other dogs. Are you freaking serious? Like, I have to have a rider policy on my homeowner's insurance because they're worried about my dog biting anybody? I will tell you now, if someone broke into my house, my dog would be like, oh, there's somebody new. Maybe they'll pet me.
Oh, man, I feel sorry for you for having to breed owners of shit. We have, I have pit bulls up here, and Michigan don't fucking give a fuck. My county don't give a fuck,
Well, I
My
can't
dogs
stand
are my
people
dogs, and that they are my protection. And you know what? They are my freaking life. And Mike will tell you, I post them bitches all the time on social media.
Well, not only do we have breed laws here, but then we have just ignorant ass people that are like, oh, it's a pit bull and all pit bulls are vicious. It's like, no, you're fucking stupid. That's got nothing to do. It's all in how it's all in how the dog is raised, as far as I'm concerned.
It's actually just their turn, because that's how I look at it anyway.
Right, because in the 80s it was the Doberman.
It's the Doberman. Then it went to the Rottweiler. Then it went to the Shepherd.
Yeah.
Right. It's just a pit bull's turn, because you've had isolated attacks, because you had drug dealers that fucking train them to fucking eat people, and so you have isolated attacks, and they're mean, vicious attacks, and bless the people that have been attacked, because they're not fun. They're not, at least with other dogs, But any dog. I have a rule. I don't care if it's a fucking Chihuahua, and I don't care if it's a fucking English friggin' wolf dog or a chow. I don't care how big you want to go, however small you want to go. The first time that I get bit by an animal, unless it's my fault, of course, because I have been bit when it's been my fault and told them to leave the dog alone. But the first time, if I was because I can't own a dog. I can own a dog here, but they only want small ones, and I can't stand small dogs. But the first time as a dog owner that my dog bit somebody, like get away from me and just attack somebody, I'd put the dog down myself. They wouldn't have to do it. And that's just something I live by.
Animal cruelty.
Well, that's just something I live by because once a dog bites, he's going to do it again anyway. It's just the way it's a proven fact that it's going to happen.
Mike, I kind of disagree on and just a little bit of factor. You know, if they bit somebody and it wasn't like their fault, you know,
yeah.
I mean that's a different thing. But
right, like if you break into my house, my dog attacks you. Well, fuck you.
A dog is protected. A dog is protecting their home. You know,
absolutely. No, absolutely. I totally. Actually, the dog's actually protecting its territory. It doesn't have to be at home. It could be. You can be in a park, sitting on a park bench, and he's going to protect you sitting on that park bench. That's going to be his territory.
Yeah.
Or her.
But I mean, I would not. My personal self, if it wasn't out of range, like I'm talking out of range, like okay, dog just randomly bit somebody. Yeah, that would be fucked up.
Right.
Shut. But if it, yes,
he knows you're talking about him.
Yeah.
Now, like a buddy of mine, right? He had a 120-pound fucking Rottweiler, and he had him trained to do more things than you can shake a stick at. But he's like, Mike, don't wrestle with him. He's not in a good mood today. Da, 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 da. I'm like, fuck you. And I drank back then, you know? And so I'm wrestling with him, you know? And I got like one hand. I just tossed his head in between, you know, each one of my hands. I'm like, you wuss. Da, 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 da. Right? And he started growling. And my buddy's like, Mike, he's going to get you, and it's not going to fucking tickle. I'm like, he ain't going to bite me. And now I'm pulling at the back of his neck, and well, I'm on my back, okay, and I'm grabbing him by the top of his, you know, but in the scruff of his neck and everything, you know, and I let go of his neck. For whatever reason, I moved. I thank Christ I moved when I did, but I moved. He missed, and he latched onto my fucking shoulder. Oh my fucking God! It was like my shoulder was like in a vice somewhere. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, let go, let go, let go, let go. Come on. And I'm like, come on. All right, my bad. I apologize. And I'm patting him. And he let go. He looked right at me. He's like, dumbass. You know?
I gave you the warning sign.
Yeah. And my buddy's all mad, you know? And he's like, Mike, what the I says, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Don't yell at him. He didn't do nothing wrong. I took my fucking shirt off. He got me good. He got me good, you know. But I was playing with him, you know. I was fucking, you know what I mean?
You know, and Steve brought up a good point, too, about the whole cruelty thing. You know, they said, oh, you know, Mike, you mentioned, hey, if it was me and that was my
I'd put
dog.
it down myself.
And I'm telling you right now that I had a black lab that we adopted. And he was 110-pound male black lab. He was a big black lab. And he had a seizure in the middle of the night and was paralyzed, like had a stroke. I don't know what happened but he was dead halfway back. From the middle of his spine back, he was paralyzed. Now, what the hell am I going to do? This dog is trying to eat me. Now, you know black labs, they're big babies. He was all pissed off, growling, snarling. He was dying. What are you going to do in that scenario? You got to do the right thing. You got to do the right thing. I'm not going to, I have to wait 8 hours till a vet opens up to have the dog put down. No, you get him outside, do what you got to do, and you do the right thing. It's just, but there's so many yuppie bone smoking assholes that would be like, oh, that's animal cruelty. It's like, shut up.
Yep. We had a lady across the street.
Problem is, if you point their finger and yell, the cops are going to come and arrest you.
We had a lady across the street. They had a chocolate lab. And they used to tie him up on the street, tie him up on the front stairs of the, you know, which led to the street. And I was on a dead end street. The kids would ride over his rope, you know, the whole thing, you know. And he never barked at a kid, nothing, you know. He just lick your face, and he didn't bark at you unless you were like never been on the street and you went near his yard or one of the kids that lived in his house, okay. And that's the only time he ever barked. And it wasn't really a, you know, I'm going to rip your head off type of bark either. It was just a, you know, I'm here. Well, one day, while my neighbor was feeding the kids, and he was a baby, he was only like 3 years old. She was getting his stuff together to feed him, and he was sitting on the floor, and she fed the dog first. Yeah, she was feeding the dog, and I don't know whether the kid reached over into the, I think that's how it went. The kid reached into the fucking bowl, the dog's bowl, when the dog was eating, and the dog lashed onto the kid's fucking face. And so, of course, you know, I mean, he got him good. And so
that's a perfect example where that dog needs to be put down.
Well, here's what happened. So, of course, the cops come and everything, you know, blah, blah, blah. So the owner, the husband, Kenny, he comes home, and I took the dog, right? So I grabbed the dog, and I got him, you know, at my house. And now the dog's fine, okay? And so the cops are all like, so where's the dog? And so Ken comes down the street, and he's like, do they know you have him? I go, no, they haven't asked me yet. So finally they did. And I'm like, I got the dog. So they said, well, we're going to need it. And I look at Kenny. He looks at me. He says, no, you're not. You don't need the dog. He says, I'll take care of the dog. So he says to Terry, he says, Terry, can I take care of the dog? He says, go ahead, do what you got to do. But let's go to the hospital first with my kid. And anyways, long story short, he wound up taking the dog up to a farm. His uncle or somebody owns a farm in New Hampshire. And that dog lived out its days up there in that farm. He never bit anybody other than one guy that jumped over the fence instead of walking through the gate. The guy jumped over the fence. And when he did that, he got bit. But you can get them that'll bite anytime people come on your property or your vehicle or whatever. And they can be tame. I mean, they can be the calmest dog. But what people forget is they're animals.
Right.
Period. They're animals. I go to a stop, and they have this little stupid ass fucking dog. I don't even know what the kind of dog it is, right? And it's only yells at him because he's barking. And I go, dude, stop yelling at your dog. I says, he's doing his job. That's his job. His job is to bark. His job is to bark when somebody pulls up that he doesn't know. I goes, this is his territory, not mine. He's here in this shop every day, right? He says, yeah. It's his territory, dude. Leave him alone. You know? And of course, now the guy's all pissy. Don't tell me how to... I'm like, yeah, whatever. You know? But...
Well, gentlemen, I hate to do this, but it is like 20 after 1, and I don't think I've been up this late in a very long time,
Yeah,
so I think I'm going to call it.
We're all going to get out of here, actually, because we haven't gone past 1 o'clock in forever in a week. Usually Stevie gives me the high sign or something, and he's not... he neglected to do that this time.
No, I was just listening to the good stories.
No, him and Daryl were doing Michigan signs to each other. That's what happened. He got all they were all spocking it and doing whatever. Whatever. I got nothing.
You don't get scared unless we do this.
Oh, what the hell is that? Do I even want to know?
I can't.
So listen. I want to say thank you to everybody. I want to say thank you, of course, to the guys that are on the panel and Stump. I hope you get your power back.
Right on.
Daryl, it's great to see you. I haven't seen you in a bit. You know,
see all you guys
have you on here. Mr. Big Dog, I'm glad that you decided to this chat your first chat, so that can be another trivia question that Gear Grind 19 will never forget. Trust me when I tell you that. And to all you, yeah, go jet your ass, Swamp Donkey.
Is that Mr. Is it Big Dog Leather, the YouTube channel?
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Just like this, Daryl. Daryl, look at this sticker. That's his icon photo.
Okay. I'll get over there and I'll definitely sub up.
To the silent watchers, thank you very much. I know you're out there, and it's good, and I'm glad you are. All right, and to everybody that came into the chat tonight, thank you much, and we'll see you next week. For those of you who will see tomorrow night on Stevie's chat, Stevie, what time is that at? 9:30.
9:30 Eastern.
9:30 Eastern time. Check out Stevie's chat, and
welcome.
All right. But for now, we're all going to say goodnight, peace, and have an awesome week if I don't see you till next Friday.